No shit.
Para eso tengo el control aquí, güey.
Oh, there we go. No, pues ya ves, ya. Uno que no es tan técnico. Lo voy a desconectar, ¿eh?
Ya está apagado, güey.
Sas, toma.
That's funny.
Ya, uno que no es tan sabio en lo que es electrónica y pinches aparatos acá medio...
What happened, DJ Pork Chops? No, I'm not savvy. He says,
No, this is too.
No, bro, why you fucking up my song, bro?
You know how to operate a fucking mixer, güey. Look at that, güey.
I don't appreciate the
away.
transition. It's a little rough.
Ya ves, así como lo hacemos aquí en el Chicano Shuffle. Hablando de Chicano Shuffle, welcome back to another episode. This is Ramon.
Stavs.
Fernando.
So, yeah, we're back. ¿Cómo te fue looting, güey?
We heard you got a gypsy.
Looting, you know what I was doing? I was writing that song in the intro while people were looting. I was fucking focused.
So, what's the name of that song? Oh, what's the name of that little rola?
It's called 1992, way. It was just, I don't know, way. It just kind of, with everything that's going on, it kind of brought me back to like the riots in 92, you know? Mm-hmm. So, you know how it is, way when you're a kid, shit affects you a little bit different than when you're an adult. Mm-hmm. So shit gets ingrained in your fucking brain. And so I just had all that in my head, way. And I wanted to write a song that's like, kind of old school hip hop, kind of old funk vibes. Mm-hmm. And that's what came out with. So fucking see the cops, that's not on the song. That's something.
Oh shit.
That's a different battle.
It's real life, bro.
It's real life shit right here, bro. Shit's going down.
Anyway.
Yeah, no, so it was just, it's just kind of one of those way. I told you I'm trying to get into like music licensing for like TV and movies and shit like that. So I've just been kind of working on the library way.
Nice. Y todo hiciste tú right here.
I did everything, yeah, way. I did. I recorded. I mean, I wasn't blessed with a good voice, way, so I can't really. I could probably pull it off though with technology, way. I could sound like fucking anybody that I want, way, but nah, way.
Hey, if you could pull it off like that fucker on our cassette tapes and shit.
Oh, but that guy doesn't go fuck.
No fucks given.
I'm just saying. I mean, if that guy could do it, come on.
No, way, I'm not that.
You gotta. The fuck's gotta go out the window.
It does then, way, because what I'm aiming for is to be in back of a scene. I don't want to distract people with my awesome voice, way.
Oh, Mr. Humble himself.
You can't. No, it's serious, way. You can't throw out a lyric or something that sounds off in a movie where you're like, oh shit, what the fuck's that? The scene's really good, but what the fuck's going on in the back?
Porque está cantando este güey de chanclas, güey.
How the fuck did he make it?
No fucks given. That's why. That guy has confidence. Es lo que tiene ese cabrón.
Yeah.
You know, sin miedo a la vida, güey. Sin miedo a la muerte.
Yeah, I got some white dude that works at a spot that I go to. He's a cool guy. He was like, "Hey, bro, I saw you on TV," and I was like, "What are you talking about?" "Yeah, bro, you were taking a TV from the Best Buy." He was just busting my balls, way. But I was like, "What a fucking asshole!"
Así es, güey.
Pinche madre.
Yeah,
we put that rumor out there, güey.
Yeah. We said you were like trying to make your Gibson collection a little bit more.
Oh, because of last week?
Yeah.
No, me madrearon mi schedule Sunday, güey. No digan pendejadas.
No, it's just
Gibsons.
Yeah.
Sticking to the story, bro.
Don't talk shit while I didn't show up last week, güey.
I'm fucking sticking to the Gibsons, bro.
So I know there was a time management issue somewhere that we didn't.
Yeah, I dropped the ball on that one.
Oh,
I'm gonna fess up on that one.
I hate to be that guy, way, but sometimes I feel like it's really like tight, way, and I honestly, way, I really do hate being that dude that's like, oh, I can't do it, way, like. It already fucked up my whole day, way, but I mean, I enjoy doing the podcast, way, and sometimes you need that, way. Like me and this guy were fighting before, way, and too bad you guys can't hear it, but now I feel good, and I'm sure he feels good too. And it's like,
get out of the way, he said.
Yeah, we were fighting earlier before we started recording. It got pretty heated, and then it's like, But that's the beauty of things, where it's like you have to be able to disagree with somebody and then just fucking move on, way. Like, there's no need to take things personal, way. And a lot of that's going on right now, where is people are taking a lot of things really personal. And I mean, you've told me a story about somebody having a panic attack, and I'm hearing a lot of that right now, way.
Yeah. Yeah, so, well, you know, it's just, sea lo que sea. There's a lot of people dealing with it, but at the end of the day, people are entitled to their opinions, whether you agree or not. But that's the beauty of, you know, we're not robots, way.
Yeah,
we're not robots, and we're fucking. we're entitled to opinion, and we're not going to always agree with everybody, or not everybody's going to agree with us. But as long as we're able to dialogue.
If I agree with you, we'll both be wrong.
Yeah, I got it. Yeah, I knew that one's coming. Right after I finished saying them, I'm like, he's going to throw that.
That's
line.
a great one. I love that one. You know what, bro? If I agree with you, we both be wrong. There's a sneaky one that people use with that there's people that always want to be right.
Uh-huh.
There's a sneaky one that they use and they throw it in there and they'll say something like this. I might be wrong about this, but this is. And if somebody calls them out on it, they in their heads are like, well, I did say I might be wrong. So they're still right about it.
Yeah.
Because they said they might be wrong.
I might be wrong.
So if they're wrong, they were right about it. So it's like they're still right about what they were saying, supposedly.
Win-win.
They'll start out by, I might be wrong about this, but didn't so-and-so? And then they start arguing about it. And then at the end, he's like, well, I did say I might be wrong, so I'm still right. It's like, fuck, man, the sneaky-ass fucking people. They always want to get ahead and shit,
So is that one in your arsenal?
I never use that one.
Oh, okay.
No.
Oh, like, is that one in
but recently,
in your loadouts?
But recently, I have been working more on being more like civil about things, way, because I feel like we can get really one-sided sometimes, and I do struggle with that way, where it's like, Dick, what you feel is what you feel. Like, there's no need to change somebody else to make them feel the way you feel, and I do struggle with that way. That's really something that I work on.
I mean, but at one point, though, I mean, the thing about, I guess, having a dialogue or having I won't say a discussion, but a conversation, whether it's politics, whether it's religion, whether it's, fucking that chair is blue, well, it's kind of, fucking taupe or whatever you want to call it, or it's off, blue, gray, whatever. The thing is that at the end of the day, everybody gives their own opinions or gives their own, gives their
How
own
long
thoughts.
have you been doing this fucking podcast?
Well, I hear myself good. Yo me oigo bien.
I mean, when he adjusted your mic, you sounded way better, dude.
Oh.
Yeah, fuck, yo aquí estaba ajustándole para arriba, para abajo, para arriba.
Ramon has the mic pointing up.
Oh, well, there's a story to that, but I'll get to, I'll get to that. But the thing is, whenever you're having a dialogue or people are conversing with each other, there's got to be a point where, like, it's not about changing their opinions, but someone always, wants to say their part, and then the other one, and then it's going back and forth to the point where, like, it becomes a fucking like a heated discussion.
But
I know it's not that it's meant, and it shouldn't happen, but it does happen. It's nature, it's nature, because people are very focused or very determined on the point they're trying to bring across, not hoping to change your mind, but to maybe enlighten you or see maybe, because I think that I'm the type of person that I might be fucking hard-headed about something, and but then give me your point and I'll think about it, and eventually I'm able to change my mind. I'm like, you know what? You're right. Tienes razón en esto.
Not everything though, bro.
No, not everything. No.
Because you still think that Juan Gabriel shot in the studio way, so
that's different.
A fact.
That's different.
Yeah, no,
that's different. That's just and I've admitted this is just me being necio.
Somebody, one of our listeners, she went and she found, dude, you know how long I was trying to find that, and she just came out with, hey, look, it's right here. And I was like, fuck, I've been looking for that for
her Google skills are
her Google she should be on staff, bro.
Yeah.
They should be paying her a salary.
So fuck, dude, don't fucking start that. Don't start that way, because then they're gonna go, hey, I les mandé esto, where's my fee?
Yeah, no.
I les mando el invoice.
No shit.
Yeah. So we should be able to, I know that we don't, but as long as we work on it, because, como te digo, I do try to work on it, and I'll listen to different points of view, different perspectives, and eventually I might change my original thought or my original opinion. There might be little traces of it in there, but I'm able to be a little bit more open-minded about things. And I could say something, I could have said something last week that today I might have said, you know what? I changed my mind. Yeah. And I think that's okay, right?
It is okay. And like when me and Fernando were arguing earlier or having a discussion, I mean, you have to acknowledge that, okay, yeah, he brings good points, but let's try to like see things from like all angles, I feel like that's what I work on ways when I'm having a discussion with somebody, is to try to at least see why they're feeling the way they're feeling and try to validate it, because you don't want to have somebody feel like they're not being validated. Where, I mean, if somebody tells you like, hey, wait, my job's really stressful, and you're like, dude, fucking, what the fuck's wrong with you? Like, you're thinking of like what you would do in that situation. And I feel like it's important to validate how people feel. Like if somebody's stressed out during these times, I don't feel like it's good for somebody to be like, what the fuck are you doing, bro? Like, get your shit together. Stop worrying. I feel like people need to be validated and be heard with. That's what people want at the end of the day. And you know, I struggle with that way, to hear people out and be like, okay, well, I feel why you're feeling. Unfortunately, a lot of the times when you try to tell somebody like, well, what about this? Is they're so set on their way. And I'm not talking about Fernando. I'm just talking about like some people in general, like they're just so set on their ways that they don't see like an outside opinion or an outside perspective. And I'm not saying listen, like accept it, but just be like, yeah, I mean, I get what you're saying. I mean, I feel like that's more of a healthy discussion than to just,
I mean, but how much of that is just like, for example, and I'm going to ask you because I've seen it more on you, because I've seen you put that into practice. Oh, I see what you're saying. How much is that you just saying that to put the person at ease, but in the back of your mind, you're like, yeah, but you're wrong.
No? I really don't do it like that.
Okay.
Because I really do see, like, if I say like, I see what you're saying, I really do see what they're saying, right? And I understand why they're feeling like that, but to me, part of me is also like, but I don't see how you don't see it so obvious. But you can't do that way. You can't really, because that's when you start arguing with somebody, is when that whole, I don't see why they don't see what I see, it's so obvious. Then that's when you start getting heated up, and that's where emotions start kicking in. And then that's when it's just like, you gotta, sometimes it's really important to know when not to be the alpha, dude, and just be, like, just be behind and be like, okay, bro, yeah, you got this. Like, you're right. Like, there's no need to always try to be the one that knows everything. And I feel like in this culture right now, like, not just with what we're going through right now, but I feel like everybody wants to be that person that's right, or that person that calls the other person out for some of their shit. And I mean, some of that shit, not all of it, way, obviously, but some of this, it's like, reminds me of like high school. It's like a bunch of children talking to each other. Like, I have to be right. And it's like, fuck, dude. I mean, I don't know. It's kind of, it's tricky to live your life like that way, but in this culture that we're in right now, it's hard not to have an opinion about how other people are living their lives, man. You know?
No shit.
It's hard not to, wear. It's hard not to be like, because you don't, I mean, I struggle also, way, with like not wanting to sound like I don't give a shit, because I do give a shit, way. But some of the things that I work on, way, is like, I'm trying to build something for myself in order for me to have a bigger voice. I have 200 followers on Instagram, way. I mean, we have a podcast, and yeah, people listen to this, but what really influence do you have, way? Like, that's how I feel, way. When I could just build something off of myself and create a brand from myself, when eventually I can have a bigger audience and eventually help out in a way where I feel like it's more beneficial than what I can do right now. I'd still try to do what I can, way. But maybe sometimes I sound like I'm selfish, because it's like, well, you just worry about yourself. No, Dick, I'm trying to build something for myself in order for me to be able to have more of an influence in our community, way. Like this whole fucking music licensing thing that I'm getting into, way. You know, raza's not represented in that way. You hear a Latin song on the show, the chances of that person being a Latino are very fucking slim, way.
Yeah.
And so that tells me, like, Jesus, way, like, these people writing songs that we hear on Fluffy Show, on all these big Netflix shows that are supposed to be raza shows, people writing the music that we're like, hey, it's a good jam. It's not really us, way. We're not really writing those songs, really. So I'm also getting into that field where it's like, okay, well, I want to be that voice as well to tell people, hey, you could do that too, way. You don't have to fucking waste your time at bars and shit and not having shit panned up or line up. Like, you can do this. And it's lack of information, way. When you tell somebody like, hey, well, you can do that. If they, and the beauty about it is that they don't care how you look, way. They don't care if you're fat, skinny, green, red, brown, black. They don't give a fuck what you look like, as long as you can produce something. Then result. Yeah. And so it's perfect for people that feel self-conscious about things or just kind of aren't really sure and don't want to be like labeled like, oh, I'm too old. Because I mean, I'm too old to be in a band, way, really. I told you guys before, I go on Craigslist, I don't make the cut anymore, way. And I can't pull off I'm 24, way. I already look old, way.
I don't know. You shave yourself and get a clean haircut.
Nah, wait. I already look my age, way. I'm late 30s, way.
Get rid of the hat that you use and maybe
I can't pull off a 24.
Maybe some more piercings. You got the tattoo.
But you know what? I wouldn't want to pull off. But I wouldn't want to pull off a 24-year-old because I don't want to be that person that's like.
Maybe put the Doc Martens in the closet.
You could be the what is it? Mick Mars from Motley Crue. ¿Cómo se llama? Not Mick Mars.
The guitar player?
Yeah, ¿cómo se llama este?
Fuck, no, that blank.
Shit, wait, I should know his name. Is it Mick Mars?
I think it is Mick Mars.
Mick Mars.
Yeah, it is Mick Mars from Motley Crue.
He's the oldest one from them.
El viejito, the old man. He pulled it off.
Hey, but he had like that.
The Bone Dead generation.
Yeah, from the start, way, and I think he held it from the band because they didn't want them to worry about him.
Until it got really severe. That's what he told them about.
I mean, really obvious, though.
Nikki Sixx has his tattoo of his face, man. So
well, I don't know. Did you guys see that Netflix movie? Is it the Netflix? The
Dirty?
The Dirt?
Dirt, yeah.
The Dirt is Nikki Sixx's fucking biography or his version of the
events.
What happened? Yeah.
Of the events. Dude, that's a pretty good movie. You know,
Sunset Strip in the 80s was otro pedo, way.
It was a whole different a whole different culture.
It's a whole different culture.
Yeah. Eso desmadre.
Yeah. In the 90s,
in the 90s,
every decade, I think it has its own Sunset Boulevard. Yeah.
In the 80s, I really didn't go to the Sunset. I was fucking mocoso. Yeah, like it wasn't until ya cuando tenía las 15 o algo, I was able to venture off to like Hollywood.
Yeah.
Yeah, or fucking, what was that? There was a all ages club. I think it was a circus or the arena. No.
The arena was all ages, no?
Yeah, it was a day that it was all ages.
There's another one.
Yeah.
Remember the coconut teaser?
Oh, yeah.
Remember that place?
That's what I ran into. Pinche Jack Bauer, fucking 24.
At the coconut teaser?
Yeah, that guy was, at that time, I don't know. Maybe he was in all his five senses, but he was a douche that day.
Was he?
Yeah.
Why, you don't want to sign your autograph book?
No, but you know what? Now that I think about it, so I know I've been saying like, fuck this guy. This guy's a douche. Or fuck this person's a dick or a bitch or whatever.
Yeah.
Now that I think about it, I'm like, maybe how about if I came off too strong?
I mean, there's a chance that he was with his wife and kids.
No, not at the coconut teaser way. Not at the coconut teaser way.
No,
not there. No, but yeah, I'm like, and I now start thinking about it. Maybe how about if I came off too strong and like, hey, what's up, man? I fucking love you. Hey, give me your autograph. How can I be in a movie with you? You know, type of deal. I don't know.
Maybe it's the same effect like I was saying last week about the cops way. Just because they come off as an asshole doesn't mean they're a fucking bad person or an asshole to everybody.
I mean, you know, I get this a lot way, like the podcast. No, not the podcast so much, but maybe, I mean, I can see how a podcast would be in that same kind of
realm.
I hear other podcasters talk about this when it's like their immediate family, like the podcast. I get this with music where it's like, you know, I've gotten it before where you're in a relationship and the girl you're with, she's like, oh, well, they see it as rehearsing as like you're with the guys. Like, okay, yeah, I'm with the fucking guys, but it's fucking work, dude. It's fucking work. Like, I'm not with the guys fucking talking shop, just fucking bullshitting. Like, it's work, bro. Like, and then sometimes they don't understand that. They think that because you're with the fellas or this podcast thing también, where I've heard other podcasters talk about this. Oh, well, you're going to do the podcast today? Like, they don't realize that this is work way. It's fun, but this isn't us hanging out really. This is us trying to, we don't have a script. We don't have fucking, how are we going to fill in 2 hours? This guy says, you guys ready? We hit play 2, 3, 1 or whatever, 3, 2, 1. And we start and then we just go away. That's fucking work, bro. But people see it as like, sometimes maybe I feel like some people might think it's a waste of time. Like, what are you doing? Like, oh yeah, you're doing the podcast. And they don't realize that it's fucking work, bro. It's a job. It's not, I don't see this as like hanging out, downtime. I mean, this, you know, it got to the point where we don't really acknowledge the cameras that much. I mean, I don't really think, or even this way, I think we're just having a conversation.
I still feel it way.
You still feel it?
Yeah.
But I remember you used to fucking a little 12-pack.
Yeah. But you're better though.
No. I'm not saying I'm better. But even watch the video from I was noticing when I was like editing the ends, you know, and adding the good audio. You can see it in the other video where I almost never like look at the camera like
you're not supposed to wear.
No, but I do like literally like the opposite, pues. Like I'm not casual.
Acknowledging it, like, hey, check it out.
I'm acknowledging it that I don't want to look at it.
He doesn't.
Like,
He doesn't.
I mean, you guys gone on to other podcasts, and I've done I did that interview one time with the lady, and I was the most confident guy there because we have over 100 in our belts way, and at some point, and I'm really thankful that we did this way because it's really helped me with my confidence as far as like having a conversation with somebody, speaking. Like it made me more aware of like tempo and dynamics, and okay, I shouldn't talk right now. Because, you sometimes you eavesdrop on people when you're somewhere and the talking over. the talking over everybody is fucking nuts, bro. You want to be like, hey, bro, let him finish or let her finish. Like just fucking relax.
I have learned that a little bit with this as far as not.
Dude, you've gotten a lot better, bro. Like you fucking... Yeah, you've gotten a lot better, and I really appreciate that way that you took the time to be like.
But in all honesty, though, in trying to let people finish their point or whatever, I have veces that if I don't say it right there, se me pasa, or the conversation moves, that it's hard to go back into it, and then there's just a lot of things that get left unclear. Sometimes.
But that's the beauty of the platform is that you have to learn that teaches you how to learn to
pay attention,
to make a memo. And then pay attention to what they're saying, and then remember exactly what you want to say. I mean, that's all part of the process.
Yeah,
right?
and then your other
let it go in,
or your other compas fucking make fun of you because you want to bring it back to the start and shit. And I'm like, hey, come on, we already fucking moved past that.
Like I said, let it go.
I think with you though, I think you think more of like the audience experiences than I would say maybe me or maybe Fernando.
For sure,
you think more of like how to accommodate them to like. Make them feel like they're included, and I don't really consider them. I just talk, and you're more aware that there's people listening because I noticed that you try to kind of explain to the audience what's going on, and you try to.
Yeah, I like to give them. Yeah, I like.
Yeah, you like to make them feel like they're part of it, and
let me give you backstory, context.
And I'll tell you why because of the other podcasts that I listen to, or like, or even like.
Let's throw them under the bus.
No, I'm not gonna give names. No, but sometimes when it's multiple podcasters, 2 or more, and sometimes they're starting or they have a guest and they're talking about it, and then someone jumps in or interrupts the guest, or the guest interrupts the podcaster, lo que sea, y they don't finish that point or they don't finish that story, and I'm like, and I'm listening, because I'm engaged, and I'm like, well, what happened? What happened to fucking, pinche. I don't know, la chimuela, güey, fucking que no te dejaba pasar,
toothless.
the toothless que no te dejaba pasar, fucking in the line or whatever type of deal. So that's why when we're talking about it, and sometimes I hate throwing, not that I hate, I try to avoid using like inside jokes. But a veces se me pasa and I'm like, fuck.
And now you have to explain to
and I feel like I have to explain it because I don't want to keep the audience or the listeners guessing like, hey, what the fuck did I just miss?
Well, you don't like people to feel like they're left out. That's what I'm saying. Yeah. And it's not a bad thing, right? But you're more considerate in like making people feel like they're a part of it. Whereas me, I don't know for now, but me, I mean, I don't really think about that way. It's just kind of, and there's nothing wrong with that way. But some like, I don't know if you guys know who Tim Ferriss is.
Yeah.
He wrote a book called the 4-Hour Work Week, and that's the one that kind of pushed him to fame and shit. So the book really talks about like having a 4-hour work week, like doing jobs that don't require a lot of time and having more time to yourself. So he's got a podcast called The Tim Ferriss Show that I like to listen to a lot because he'll bring like people that are really successful from all walks of life, and he tries to deconstruct like their habits and how it was that they got to where they're at. If you listen to Tim Ferriss's podcast way, he rarely talks. He lets them do most, like, I would say fucking 95% of the dialogue is them.
He just sets up the question.
He just sets up the question, and he doesn't, it's not about him. Like, and I feel like a lot of podcasters, that's where we fuck up, is like, if we have a guest, we try to relate to them by telling them our story. So we start hijacking the time to talk about us. And if you're like a podcaster that's like a professional podcaster, you don't really say much. All you do is ask the question, and then you let these people, you can say I relate to that. But a good podcaster lets the guest talk the majority of time, man. Because it's your podcast. They know what you're doing. They know who you are. Obviously, they read up on you. Most of the shit that they need to know about you, they know. There's no need for me to hijack our guest's conversation because that's the guest way. And I think that makes us a little bit more enjoyable experience for us, because then we're not like, hey, let them finish. Mm-hmm. And the person just has fucking 2 hours to talk. And if you know people where you know that it's not that hard to have a podcast way, because you just have to find the things that people want to talk about. And they could go on forever, dude. I mean, you could talk to you about something that you're really into, and you can fill up half an hour without really me saying much because you're into it. If you ask me about music, I could talk for 2 hours, way, and then that's a great podcast, way. And I feel a lot of people are always trying to like, oh well, this is what I do, or this is what we do, and it's just to the listeners like, dude, let them fucking finish, way.
I mean, but there's no, because then there's sometimes where
almost conflicting.
No, because there's been times where I've listened to other podcasts and they have a person there and they're not interesting, and I'm sure the podcaster could feel that through. Like, fuck, okay, I'm gonna have to really set this up or guide it, type of deal.
I get it, but that's the podcaster's fault. Where they should do a better job of recruiting people, research people, or they're not asking the right questions. Because if everybody's interesting, you just have to know what the right questions are to tell this person so you can get them. And that comes with experience. That comes with learning how to read a person. I mean, that's the podcaster's job. It's not the guest.
But I think I've noticed it with us. I know we might have had we really haven't had that many guests, but I noticed that sometimes the guests, when you talk to them without the microphones or without the camera, these people are fucking amazing. They'll talk it up and you get involved and everything. But once you put the headphones on and the microphone in front of their face and they see the camera, they kind of panic or they freeze. So sometimes you gotta guide them, get to it, and eventually, hopefully, we do such a good enough job that they forget that they have this.
That's the point.
That's what it is. It's maybe it's just working through that, making it easier for the guests, because maybe they're not used to being interviewed. Maybe they're not used to doing podcasts, but they're interesting and they have a good story to tell. There's something to share, but they'll freeze up. We've been blessed that most of the people that we brought on, fucking smooth. They'll get it going. We really don't have to do much of the work.
I mean, we did a 3.5 hour with Tanya
Estrada.
I mean,
dude, and that one, I mean, the only thing, because el boli ya me estaba tronando, güey. I'm like, I had to fucking go use the
el sello, güey.
I had to, but that was the only thing, because
we had to use JB Weld on this fucking culito to try to seal it up.
JB Weld. It's fucked up.
Yeah, so, but yeah, how many times? And I think that's what, a lot of our listeners enjoy, because pasa el tiempo, pasa volando, And yeah, there's been some, we've might have had a rough episode here and there, or like not that we're, I don't know, I don't want to say that we weren't feeling it, but it's just like it wasn't lining up perfectly. There's sometimes we're like,
I mean, you're not always feeling it. It's all right to say that way.
Yeah.
There's been a few episodes I know that we even all three of us were like, well, that was that way, I guess.
And people were like, oh, that was a great episode.
Yeah, you get.
So it's like, what? That was a great episode?
Nothing but bangers here, bro.
Nothing but bangers, bro. You heard it from the start. You got those bangers, bro. This is how we roll out here.
So, I mean, yeah, you can have what you think are off days, and sometimes the ones that are good.
It's happened, because I was talking to another podcaster, and I'm like, their fucking episode is amazing, and I hit them up, and they're like, dude, I struggled and trying to put it together and everything. They're like, nobody was feeling it. I'm like, dude, I think it's one of your fucking best ones ever.
Shit.
But it happens. We might think we're off. And maybe it's one of the ones that feels more natural to the listeners.
I learned that with music, is the songs that you think suck are the ones that everybody likes, way. And the ones that you think, oh, that song's great. People are like, oh, yeah, that was cool.
No la pelan.
But the one that you don't want to play and the one that you feel like, it's not my best work, people are like, dude, that song was dope. And I'm like, I don't know, man.
I've heard all of this, even with cooks or chefs, or like, that they'll make this and people love it. And when they try, like, it's not the best. I could have improved it better, or I could have made this dish better.
I've had better.
Yeah. Not the worst I've had.
Not the worst I've had. But see, that's also the person too, where that's the engineer kind of mentality, where it's never good enough. And that's also something that you have to overcome, where you just got to put it out there, where, and just fucking see what happens, where. But we're rough on ourselves, where that's what it is, where, I mean,
Speak for yourself. Eh?
I'm saying, like, I'm assuming.
I masturbate with sandpaper, bro. So
Ay,
that's how rough I am.
Oh, cabrón.
That's masochist shit. That's not even.
Just a visual, way. I'm like, no mames.
Why do you think about it?
Because I'm like, I've been sanding like for fucking, what was it, 3 weeks ago? I have a project that I haven't finished.
Been sanding?
Yeah. No, so I've been sanding this fucking table, trying to smooth it out and even it out and everything. And it's a pain in the ass. Y el otro día,
300 grit?
Yeah, it was like fucking, it was a 50 grit or 40 grit, way. Estaba pinche.
That's rough.
It was a rough one. So I'm, just trying to smooth it out. And eso que cuando apago el pinche, the sander, it's still spinning. So I wanted to stop it and I put my hand on it. Ay, güey. Like, fucking sentí bien gacho.
Why would you put your hand on it?
I don't know. Pendejadas. I got a missing fucking
fingers,
tip.
bro.
I chopped off the tip of my finger.
So you lose fingers.
Dude, fingers, man. That's been the weak talk way. The compa from work, there's hydraulic hoses that go on the forklift that shoot hydraulic oil to the cylinders to lift up and shit. So they're talking about 4,000 PSI way. I mean,
all right, what's PSI?
Well, think about it. Way the it's the pressure. So think about your tire in your car. Mm-hmm. You have to fucking pump it to what 40 sometimes
45 pumps.
Yeah, so we're talking about 4,000 PSIs. Way that's a lot of pressure. And so there was a hydraulic oil that was a leak in one of the hoses, and este way was trying to figure out where it was coming from. And so he was trying to feel like the oil, and he was using the controls to activate the mass so the oil can be activated. And his finger was right on the puncture, and he hit the mass. The oil came out because that's where the leak was coming up. Mm-hmm. The fucking pressure of the oil way broke the bone in his finger way. That's how strong this shit was way. It's the equivalent of getting shot with a fucking gun way. I mean, you don't even think about it. Way. I had no idea that. I mean, I knew there was a lot of pressure that was involved with lifting a mass, but I had no idea that the squirt can fucking break your bone. Way.
It was 4,000 PSI. Wait, no mames.
Dude, pero
4,000 or 400?
4,000.
Oh shit, that's 400.
That's 4,000 pounds per square inch.
Yeah. And so he quickly had to take all the hydraulic oil from his finger because once
it cut the skin.
It broke. It punctured. It's a little. If you see it, it's not like a big deal. It's just a little puncture, but it broke the bone in half, and then the finger was full of oil, and so he thought fast way. So he started squeezing all the hydraulic oil from his finger, and he said it fucking hurt way. But when he went to the doctor, she's like, "That's a good thing that you did that way," because they said she told him a story of a painter that was fucking with the gun, and it shot him the same way, and paint went into his system, and they had to like cut his whole arm off because the paint started fucking up all this shit where it starts running through your veins and shit, and starts
your circulatory system
mixing with the blood and everything, and it could go to your fucking organs and shit, and so it's not a good thing. Way. But fuck, way, I was just amazed. I mean, I know it's 4,000 PSIs. Yeah, it sounds crazy, but I mean, it's one of those things that in work where I'm sure a lot of people can relate. You know, there's dangerous sometimes, but you don't know. Well, you don't really think about it, way. But it's like, fuck, way. Something like that could break your bone, way. As imagine if you're doing it and you're looking, way, and that shit hit your eye, way. If that shit broke your fucking bone on your finger, dude.
Mm-hmm. Just, it's funny you say that because just yesterday, someone was trying to clown me because we were doing some work in Palisades, and I had to put up a guard for the cable on the pole. Yeah, because the cable is running, alongside of the pole, and I had to put a guard on it to protect it. So I went to go get my safety glasses because I got to hammer in the fucking the pole nails in there, and they're like, "What the fuck? What are you doing?" I'm like, "Dude,
safety first, bro."
At my age, and I have this, and I'm not gonna lie. For the most part, I'll wear my gloves or wear my protective gear. Rarely, not rarely, but depending what I'm doing, I won't wear the hard hat because, sometimes I don't need it. But
you don't want to fuck up your hair, bro.
Come on, just
let's be honest, way. Let's be fucking honest, bro. Like this is.
I'm beating around the bush.
You'd rather have a good hair day than fucking safety.
But in the situations that I must have it or whatever, I do put it on. So they were trying to clown me for it. I'm like, nah, ni madres, eh. I'm like, no, and I'm hammering it. And luckily now it's gotten to the point where like I'm not in a rush. Because I'm thinking, 10 years ago, me valía madre and fucking I came to some close calls because a veces I'll hit the nail or I'll hit whatever I'm striking, fucking not solid dead center, and it'll like chip it and me pegaba en la cara. I'm like, oh shit, and I'll laugh it off. Now I'm like, fuck, dude, that could have been my eye.
Dude, I mean, I lose fingernails all the time because fucking
chiseling or hammering.
But you know what? There's this thing that I saw at Home Depot. There's this thing that it's like a rubber that you put the chisel in, and and then you hold it, and then it's a cover.
Yeah.
So you can hit it with the hammer, and your hand is under the fucking thing. But hey, wait, we're stubborn men. Wait, who the fuck wants to do all that shit? Wait, sometimes you got to get the job going, and it's stupid way to think about, like, shit, I gotta go put my
I gotta go to my truck, or I gotta go to my toolbox. Aquí estoy, and I'm like, and then not only that, but it's and I'm sure you could relate to this. Sometimes you're in the perfect position, just perfect, where you got everything lined up, and you gotta fucking put it on, and you're like, fuck, I need my glasses, or fuck, I need this. And you're like, you risk yourself because everything lines up so perfectly that you're like, I don't wanna drop this and then get out and then have to adjust myself again. And that's when people get in trouble. That's when people end up losing limbs or eyes or
lives too. Where I'm sure a lot of deaths are like some stupid way that you
shortcuts
you could have avoided. Yeah, you're trying to get a shortcut, and that's sad. Where when it's like you don't have another quarter to play another game. Where it's like your lives are done, bro. There's no reset. There's no fucking
extra player, one up.
Yeah, there's no. Oh, guys, I'm getting helicoptered in. Guys, wait for me.
Oh fuck! Hey, Fernie, come revive me.
Oh shit!
There's none of that.
Take it there, way.
Oh man,
there's none of that in real life, man.
Oh, son of a bitch, man! I am seriously hooked on that fucking game.
Call of Duty. Have you guys recruited more listeners or no?
No. It's not. We're not recruiting. It's just like at this point,
I don't know where the we in this is, way.
No, we're not recruiting.
You mean has he? There's no.
Yeah, sorry, bro.
Why you?
I should be more specific.
No, right now the little squad that we have it's cool. You know, it's hilarious, man. We have good times, and it's just very addicting, dude. I have to like turn it off like half an hour before I really need to go to bed.
Yeah.
Or like I have to go to bed because now, si me quedo hasta la una, I'm not gonna go fall asleep until like 1:30 or 1:45.
Jesus, I appreciate that you guys were like, this guy's not gonna play. Let's not text him anymore. Let's fucking.
We don't text this guy either. We don't text anybody.
Yeah, we don't text anybody.
No, I'm just like, before I'm not gonna do it. Yeah, but it's fun way, but fuck way. To me, what was the thing that kind of was like turned off for me a little bit is that. You know, you're fucking, it's night, way. And I don't want to be dramatic about it, but I mean, that's reality, way. It's at night. You're playing this game where you're literally feeling like somebody's going to shoot you, and your adrenaline's running, and you're fucking, I couldn't just fucking say, all right, guys, later, and go to sleep in 10 minutes.
No, I can't either.
And so to me, it's like, Jesus, dude, what the fuck am I doing? My adrenaline's running at 11, 12 at night. And then what? I'm just going to go brush my teeth and go to sleep? Like, no, that's not how it works. Like, I've been running for my life for the past 2 hours playing with these guys and fucking shooting this and shooting that. I mean, the last thing your body wants to do is just shut down.
Yeah,
I fall asleep pretty good after.
Yeah, you do? No,
I don't have the dreams like Ramon.
You get nightmares?
No, not nightmares.
Remember he said he was dreaming about that?
I'm dreaming about fucking missions or objectives or like running or like hiding or sniping or whatever it is. It's just like it's the game, and I know it's the game, but it's like I don't know. I think there's a camaraderie about it and the teamwork that we have. You know, y deja de eso, with like all the shit talking that we do. Pero
I'm there for the shit talking.
Yeah, it's exciting though. But just that last night we were fucking on point, dude. We were. Ya tenemos como 3 noches. You know that game where we were struggling to pass the co-op, the one with the stadium?
Yeah.
And then all that. El otro día lo jugamos, lo pasamos todo in one try.
You guys are fucking pros now.
Oh, these guys were like, hey, this shit's got even easier, bro. I'm like, we've been playing for like 3 months.
Yeah, you guys have been practicing.
No, since February, dude, we've been playing.
Oh, more than, I'm saying, le damos duro, fuck.
Yeah. And not only that, but then I'm like, well, it makes sense now because now I know the weapons that I have, and then I have an extensive arsenal that when we started, I had all the basics, you know? And not knowing how to use shit. But yeah, pinche juego, sí, once I finish it, I have to like, wind down a little bit, go brush my teeth, and sometimes me meto a bañar, and then I'll just like, go to bed.
Cool down the fierro. Get out your sandpaper.
No, that's Esteban.
Rough. That's what I call rough sex.
I only do 500 grit. He says, nice and soft.
Can you imagine masturbating with sandpaper? Jesus.
No, I'm not.
No, I don't want to imagine.
No, that's the thing, güey. I don't know why would you say that.
It's fucking crazy.
No, that's why I'm like, oh fuck. Why did I imagine it? No mames, güey.
That's rough.
Yeah, it's fucking rough, güey.
Literally, way.
No matter cuánto lo fucking le pongas de juguito de lo mojes, güey, it's still gonna be rough.
Since we're talking about sex, way, I got something for you guys.
A ver.
See what you guys think.
The sex corner.
See what you guys think about this, way. So I'm not gonna mention any names, way, but somebody that I know knows somebody that was telling them this way, like, their cousin is dating some girl, right? And she doesn't work. She really doesn't. She doesn't help out in the house. Y este güey vive con la mamá, so está la morra living with them too. And you know how moms are, güey. Mm-hmm. Like, if you don't fucking help them clean, like, they start taking notes, güey. Like, oh, esta cabrona no lava los trastes. Esta cabrona no fucking no ayuda con nada. So they start taking notes. And que esta muchacha es así, güey. And they bought her a car. And, she's taking care of, güey, right there. But it turns out that this chick has like fucking 10 pornos on Pornhub with some other dude. And she's supposed to be dating this guy. And somehow, I don't know who, they found her videos on Pornhub. And now the thing is like, we should tell him. Like, we got to tell him. But this dude suffers from mental illness. He has depression and shit like that. So they're trying to figure out a way to do it without being fucked up for him. But what would you guys do in that situation, way? Like, if you had a compas chick that had like 10 pornos on Pornhub.
Are they recent or are they old?
That's what I asked, but I mean, you best believe that I went to go look for them.
Oh, shit.
So
that's disgusting. What's the site?
So I went to...
He said Pornhub, boy.
No, what's the...
Yeah, it's under... should I say what it's under? Who cares? It's under Filipino fat ass. That's what the videos are under.
Okay.
So my whole thing was like, who the fuck was looking on Pornhub Filipino's fat ass and they found her shit, way? Like, I want to talk to the guy that found it. Like,
yeah. Hey, so what led you to this?
Yeah.
What kind of choices were you doing on Pornhub that led you to that?
Y el pedo es que el güey se la está chingando, güey, like, cabrón, güey. So, I mean...
and do you know?
Buen jale,
do you know this girl or like?
I don't know any of these people. Okay. I just know the story.
Oh, shit.
But my whole thing is like, how would you guys address that way? We had a compa that his chick had fucking 10 videos on Pornhub. Y este güey, nada que ver. She doesn't pay rent. She's just there fucking basically just living off of them. And the compa has depression issues and he's not doing so well. Like, how would you handle that situation, way? Is it one of those things where sometimes it's better just to not know?
Not get involved?
Or not tell them, but then don't you think it's fucked up that... Okay,
yeah, he's your compa.
That's their cousin.
Oh, yeah.
That's their cousin.
Oh, shit, man.
Like...
Stuck up Browns. But I mean, I would want to know, so...
You would want to know?
Stick, why wouldn't you? How would you?
Pero mira, güey, it's one thing que a video that a bitter ex leaked. She has 10 videos, güey.
Yeah, no.
That's not this fucking asshole fucking, or maybe it is, I don't know. But 10 videos are on their way. I mean, that's, ya le gusta.
What's the length of the videos?
Like 12 minutes. The one that I was kind of
researching.
Yeah, the one I was doing research for. It's like 10 minutes long.
Oh, okay. I don't know, way. I mean, I think I would appreciate it.
I don't know if you would appreciate it in the moment.
No, and not the moment.
Because you always kill the messenger, way.
Yeah, I would.
Yeah.
I think in the long run I'd appreciate it, but it's...
But your compa has depression issues, way. How would you handle that? Your compa's fucking... He's not doing so well mentally, way. And you're going to tell him that his chick's fucking...
It's like ripping off a Band-Aid. You got to do it quick and hope for the best.
Fuck, way. That's tough.
Hope he has good anticoagulants in his blood system.
Ay, güey.
Shit, bro.
Because he's going to bleed to death.
Está cabrón, güey. But I mean, if it was me, I want to know, pero... Como dices, güey, if there's other issues, está cabrón, güey.
Would it be... So let's just say... 15 years ago, Fernie, right? Your mija at the time, Ramon runs into fucking a video of hers. And I'm not going to tell you, would you appreciate it if somehow an anonymous note landed in your...
That's what I'm saying. You kill the messenger. For the first thing you thought is, este güey...
Why is he watching it?
How do you find this? Como dice aquel güey, what the fuck?
Yeah, who's searching Filipino fat ass?
You're gonna kill a messenger way. That's for sure way. But I would think, at least, like, speaking for myself, you'd appreciate it down the line. Like, oh well, fuck.
You still hate the fucker.
He had the balls to tell me, way.
Yeah, but you still hate the fucker.
Well, you'll hate him if he tells you, hey, Fernie, pero sabes qué? Sí me la jalé, güey, but, you know.
But what was it? 50 grit. 50 grit.
Me la jalé, güey, but, I mean, come on, bro.
I mean, ya estaba entrado when I realized that it was her. All that makeup, way.
I thought it looked like her, bro, but.
But then when I saw her from this different angle, I'm like, it is her.
I've always had a little crush, so, you know, like fucking.
I saw the Fernie tattoo on her back, so I'm like, yeah, that's her.
Yeah.
I once thought I ran into, I was, you know, it's one of those that, you know, fucking a video lands on your lap somewhere, somehow. And I was watching it and I thought that the girl that I saw there, I'm all like, what the fuck, is that her? I had to actually pause it and kind of find I could get a good angle on the face. I'm all like, okay, no, it's not her, but not bad. You know? But yeah, that is weird. I think, I'd rather know.
You would want somebody to tell you?
Yeah, but I think what's going to happen is that along the way is like, por ejemplo, fucking 15 years ago también tú, Esteban, you tell me, hey, Ramon, fucking, you know, I saw your chick on this video, que sabe qué. I wouldn't be grateful at the moment. I would, you know, al rato it'll lead to some shit, but I think our friendship would kind of diminish because I don't think I'll be able to fucking see you in the face. I don't know if it's embarrassment. I don't know. It's because ya le vistes the holiest of the holies a la de ese tiempo. I don't know, but there's a risk. There's definitely going to be a consequence to somebody telling them.
Yeah, it's a tough one, man. I mean, it's a little comic when you.
What would you do?
I don't know, way. I mean, I feel like I would tell the person, but you got to find a way how to do it, way. But I like Fernando's idea to do a anonymous kind of.
That was my idea.
Oh, this is what
yours? Oh, yeah. I mean,
I
think that's a move.
Anonymous email.
Yeah.
Or like, hey, fuck it, they can even trace it, dude.
But the whole porn thing, it's always been like crazy to me how like these people can like. Somebody that like an uncle or something can run into these videos, you know?
Oh, yeah.
That they wouldn't think about it, in other words. I think, you know, like anything put online, someone's going to find it.
Yeah, yeah. And nowadays, even more than, I mean.
That's what I'm saying, yeah. Nowadays.
A good thing I don't have the confidence enough to record myself or anything, so.
No?
Yeah, there's nothing out there on me.
That you know, bro.
Yeah, recorded. Recorded.
Know,
recorded.
You're on some kind of husky hub.
I know, right? LosOsitosCachondos.com.
Imagine, bro. You got like 2 million views. Y tú nada que ver.
Look at this guy. He's got the confidence. Pobrecito, but look at him go.
Giving this guy.
This guy doesn't give a fuck.
No, he does it to his own jams. Is that him singing?
Oh, shit. This guy has a normal dick. Look at him go.
Oh, man. So in the realm of the sex corner talks, el otro día, fucking, you know, I'm being me. Where like, I'm just observing, listening, not stalking and not being creepy either, you know? But I'm in the line. So están estos dos compas hablando. And I'm overhearing, but I'm assessing the way that I guess one of them is talking about how he loves his chick and everything, but kind of like in the realm, like be careful what you wish for type of deal, right? So apparently what I took from the story is that the chick is a squirter.
You know this person, or
No. I don't know.
Okay.
No. So I'm gathering this conversation that, you know, that his chick is a squirter and everything. El otro like, no mames, que toda madre de ser, que la chingada. He's like, yeah, at first it is, but dude, it's not all that cracked up to be. So apparently, fucking, he needs a new mattress now.
Oh, shit.
He needs a new mattress.
First world problem.
Yeah, so what I'm gathering,
Mattresses are pricey, bro.
They are pricey.
yeah, what I'm gathering, yeah, no, I think he had a like if anything, he had a fancy one. He's like because he was talking about that because like no mames, güey, pinche mattress está chingona, but
California King.
it's already ruined, you know, it's already ruined.
Cost me $3,000, bro.
And so he's talking about how like you know it was chingón at first because she got him by surprise. Que fucking, you know, casi lo ahoga y que le cayó en los ojos y que la chingada. And I'm listening, I'm like, oh shit, this is pretty interesting. Let me get closer. I'm breaking the 6-foot rule, you know, at this point. I'm just trying to, you know, inch closer to get the whole scoop. And then he's talking about how like, he's like, to the extremes that it's gone. And I'm like, no mames, güey. I go to PetSmart, ya me conocen ahí. And they're always asking me, why don't I bring my dog? I don't even have a fucking dog, but where he goes to is to go buy the doggy pads.
The pee-pee pads?
Yeah, to put on the mattress.
Tell him to go on Amazon.
Well, I don't know. Some paisas,
Having kids, I can tell you they sell like plastic shit to put on the beds, man.
They do.
Probably,
Yeah.
but it's noisy though, right?
The newer ones, not as noisy as you would think, way.
All right.
So what, that's going to distract you when you're tirando palo with the noise?
Well,
no.
Yeah, the noise, yeah.
No.
Mames, güey, it
I
adds
don't
to
know.
it.
It adds to it.
Probably. I mean, it must be getting, like, don't tell me, yeah, sometimes la pinche cama squeaking or whatever, yeah, it adds to it, but eventually it just fucking gets annoying that it distracts you, like, fucking pinche cama. Like, I mean, I gotta fucking kiss it on pinche tornillo suelto.
That's the age, where you start losing your heart on when you start thinking about the. That's your age, bro.
No, way.
Take some vitamins.
The ones my kids have don't make a lot of noise, way.
No?
They're fucking 2020 style. Way.
I used to date a girl when obviously I was a lot younger, but her dad purposely bought her a fucking noisy, she had like a hand-me-down bed because it was the noisiest one. So whenever I would go over to her house, like the dad would they would hear that. Like he purposely gave her the squeakiest fucking bed, way. So if I wanted to do something, like it was like an alarm. Yeah,
Fuck.
Yeah, fucking cock blocker.
Kind of estudiando that shit over there.
I know.
Estamos viendo, you know, fucking la ciencia de las camas. You know, see if they're built right. You know, the engineering behind this frame.
I mean, pobrecita por ella, way, because I'm sure a lot of relationships fucking went down the drain because of that.
That's so, yeah, going back to that, like, you know, I guess I'm not going to say every guy, but a lot of the guys, if their partner busted that one, dude, that would lift up your ego like crazy.
Yeah, but it's one of those things. The new smell fucking goes away, and then it just becomes like, oh god.
Oh fuck! Ahora que otra vez hasta madre. Hold on. Let me put out the doggy pads. You know, because that's what it's getting down to now. It's getting to the point where like if they're gonna throw down, they have to stop, and then he's got to lay the pads on it.
I mean, you know, I hate to not take it out of the comical fucking side of the story, but I feel like he has to be careful how he addresses that way, because pobrecita, way, like you can cause some trauma in her brain that now she's not gonna feel comfortable fucking with some other guy because this guy fucking left me again, and I feel like he's a dick. Way, you should just deal with it. You should just deal with it. I mean, that's like this. I can see how it's like a pain in the ass, but I mean, just fucking prepare for it, Wayne.
Yeah, this is me, maybe, you know, he's talking to his compa, and this is me listening into. I'm sure there's more to it. I didn't get to hear the part like, it's a drag, but you know what? I fucking love her.
Yeah.
You know, or like, it's a drag, but you know what? We fucking get along great. She treats me right. Y que la chingada. I didn't get to hear that part. What I was, you know, more focused on, and is like, you know, he's all like, yeah, dude, you know, fucking, you gotta be careful what you wish for because it's amazing and everything, but it has its toll on it, you know, where the point he made up a dog. So to go to PetSmart and buy the doggy pads and shit, and
shit, pues cuántos palos echa, güey? They're like 50 packs.
Yeah, but you gotta understand, güey. Si se echa fucking,
it's gonna lay out on the whole mattress, güey.
Yeah.
So you have options.
You have to spread it out, güey.
I guess, man. Damn, that's fucked up.
And if he does have a California King, I saw fácil 6 doggy pads.
Maybe we should invent like a bed sheet that's like a material where you can easily clean and then you fucking rewash it or something.
That's what I'm saying. Those are the ones my kids have.
Don't they have that?
That's what I'm saying. Well, you put it under. I mean, it's soft enough.
It doesn't penetrate through.
After you wash, I guess if you don't wash it, or you have to wash it a few times, well, yeah, ya se empieza a chingar, güey.
We need to get NASA involved in this one. Space
NASA?
age.
Oh.
Yeah.
But they also sell those dog pads you're talking about for adults, way, so you don't have to.
I think this is cheaper, or like it's less. I think I'm thinking, because for me, I'm thinking about like it's less conspicuous if like a young guy is going into PetSmart to buy doggy pads. You're not going to think like, este güey se está meando, or it's, you know, because the first thing like
this guy said, you ordered on Amazon.
Yeah,
I guess.
Yeah, there's no need, dude. It's 2020, bro. There's no need to be dealing with that kind of shit. Like, I'm embarrassed. Like, shit's everywhere where you could just order online if you're really that like worried about being discreet.
No, man, I should have just conferenced you guys in and I was getting your opinions about it. Like, okay, amigo, voy a ordenarlo en Amazon.
Tienen para adulto.
Yeah. Y mi compa acá en el Ferns dice que también puede comprar la sábana que es de plástico también.
Yeah, it's true.
Él le pasó con una morra que estaba saliendo. Ya tiene experiencia.
Tiene experiencia.
Yeah, so that's it's one of those where like it's the I don't want to say the ultimate dream, but
can you imagine if guys squirted like that way? Like if we fucking
megaloads,
like a fucking
megaloads,
like a hose like
chainsaw
that.
stack.
Imagine
the sexual massacre stack.
Yeah. Imagine if we squirted away, like fuck, bro, that'd be crazy. Or like if she's fucking if she's riding you and you're about to come and you don't want to get her pregnant or whatever, and she goes off and the shit goes up into the ceiling.
Old Faithful.
Just like fuck.
It's about time. It's about to blow. Acelerado. Ay, güey. No, pero si así fuera, güey, imagínate, let's just say she's on you y avienta esa madre. It's going to be like, I don't know, remember that little toy in the 80s where it had a little ball at the end y le echabas aire and the little ball would float up in the air?
Oh, shit.
Así va a estar la cabrona floating up and shit.
Shit, güey, that'll be fucking, that'll suck, güey, because estás in position de ladito and you pull out and then fucking the table. You're doggy style and you pull out the TV in the front, like... It's fucking...
Yeah. I don't know, but either way, I'm like, como dices, pobrecita, pero también, I didn't hear the whole conversation. I mean, he might just be venting, but then after all, be like, you know what? It's a small price to pay.
Maybe.
Doggy pads over the overall experience that I have, yeah, I'll keep buying the doggy pads, no pedo.
So did he say what the name of the dog was that he made up?
I think it was peluchín.
Oh, shit.
El peluchín.
He's a paisa for sure.
Eran paisas, güey. Eran paisas. Shit. El peluchín. Pinche perro le tuve que inventar. Peluchín, el cabrón. Ay, y me pregunta, hey, el peluchín. I'm like, no, luego lo traigo. Es que salí de la chamba y que la chingada. They already know him at PetSmart and shit.
They get that involved with
yeah, and he even said that. Well, he even
pets.
Yeah, he even said that he like buys a can or dog food or two just so that it doesn't look weird.
Oh man, that's crazy. Yeah, that's ridiculous.
It's fucking funny.
Pobrecito.
Dude, he's got a pantry full of dog food and he doesn't even have a dog.
Shit, bro.
He's prepped, boy. Might as well get one.
I know, right? I think lifetime supply.
At this point,
he's put in the work.
Lifetime supply, fucking food and shit, man. Jesus Christ.
I wonder how long this has been going on, though. You know.
Well, the honeymoon phase is over if he's venting to his compa about it. I mean, ya no es novedad, güey. That's like...
again, I don't know. It's one of those where, like, I wouldn't want to say that maybe it's just a conversation. Maybe it's venting. Maybe it's just like, and en otras pláticas, this is what I've been going through type of deal. And some people are very open and casual about it.
Well, I think some of that is also like, let's show off to my homies that I can make my girl squirt.
I got a squirter.
A little brag.
Which is, I don't know if that's a good move. I've always been kind of cautious of like sexual talk around the homies of your girl. I mean, I don't know. I think that's like, are you guys into that kind of shit?
No, young. Back in the days, yeah, it was the more bragging y que la chingada. But then, yeah, I guess you learn from that. Because then you'll like catch your homie like staring at them like, hey, ¿qué estás haciendo, güey?
Well, we are judgy, way. People are judgy. So if you tell them something that your girl's into, and to them it's like, oh shit, that's weird.
Yeah.
They could start seeing your girl in a different way. Where you gotta be really careful, no? Mm-hmm. I hate to be the dog way, but that sounds like...
No, yeah. I mean, you shouldn't... I'm not that you shouldn't. It depends on the crowd or the group or whoever. It's like, But yeah, intimacies like that, you got to be careful sometimes.
And you also got to be careful, like when you're dating somebody, way that's like that their parents might not like, I don't think people should tell them everything, because then parents and people start assuming shit of that person. Like, that's why I've never been a big fan of like venting to like people that are going to start judging the person that I'm with, because sometimes some pedos that you can deal with, but then you involve other people with it, and then they start changing their way they look, and then you're upset because they're not accepting the person that you're with. But that's like, dude, you told them all this shit that you shouldn't have told them. Like, I get tell your family shit, but then why do you expect for them to look at him or her in a different way when they're thinking of all the shit get the ass away, you know? Yeah. And I don't think that's a good move either way.
Yeah, I guess it's a live and learn, because, I mean, if they move on from that one and the next one, I'm like, I hope they learn and they don't fucking start telling everything. You know?
Yeah.
I don't know. You have to have some reservations.
I've told you guys this, like, one time one of my friends fucking left this girl, and she was just a pain in the ass, way. And I told him, like, yeah, man, you know what, bro? You did good, way, because this, and that. 2 days later, they get back together, way. And then I'm the asshole that said all this about his girl now. And then he's the fucking asshole that told her that I said all these things about her.
Yeah.
And so now, from that point, I'm like, never again, way. Like, I'm not going to give my opinion, because you just never know, way.
Lesson learned.
Lesson learned, bro, yeah. Duly noted.
Yeah, lesson learned. Shit. Yeah, it's gotten to the point where, like, when there's somebody with somebody, and then I'm like, I give it that time. You know, I don't say it right away. I'm like, I'll wait a couple of months.
Takes notes.
Like, by the way.
He takes notes, yeah.
By the way, you know, Juanita, fucking me caía gorda la hija de la chingada.
Shit, bro.
You know?
Nah, you don't say that.
Pinche zorra.
You never.
I don't know.
You said that? You said something about your exes?
No, not his exes, but I've talked to other people about their fucking...
Yeah, I've seen him in conversation throw some shit.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Wait, what was her name? Hold on. But yeah, this one. Yeah, it was this one. Hold on.
Check out fat Filipina asses. What is it? Fat ass.
Filipino fat ass.
Filipina fat ass. Fucking minute 3:22. Yeah, look at her face. Yeah, it'll tell you everything. Porque me cae mal la cabrona.
God,
clear as day.
Más claro en el agua. That's funny, way.
Yeah, so pinche, you know, también. Otra cosa, it's like, you know, loose lips sink ships. Estos cabrones están hablando en público, güey. And, you know, I got, I guess, like maybe 90% of the whole conversation.
But you don't think like that compa is going to look at her a little different now because he knows?
I don't know, probably. Maybe it might be like, fuck, a squirter, huh? I wonder how that is. Maybe es donde de like, si este cabrón se la ganó, man, yo estoy más guapo que ese cabrón, o estoy más chiludo, lo que sea.
We used to have a friend that was a drummer in one of the bands that I was playing in, and he was one of those guys that always made shit up. But you know, he was fucking. You know, there's people that you know they're bullshitting you, and you're like, "Dick, are you serious?" But you just kind of go with it. So he got drunk one time, and he was telling us a story about him and some girl from school. Had nothing to do with sex or anything, way. And like, fucking, he literally falls asleep fucking while he's having the conversation because ya estaba bien pedo. And then he wakes up like 20 minutes later, and we're like, hey, dude, so what happened to that chick? And he's like, yeah, I fucked her. And we're like, what? Like, dude, that had nothing to do with anything, way. But he was just those guys that would always fucking make shit up, way. And so we all know guys like that, way. Pinches mentiritas, way, and remember the old saying, like, you don't have to lie to kick it?
Oh, yeah.
That was the old fucking saying, way.
No shit. No, I think in that case, it's more detrimental, like what Esteban's saying, way. When you tell someone, or your compa, ponle, or como dices, la familia, or whatever, oh, fuck, she did this to me, or he did this to me, he did too. Because now, yeah, how are they going to avoid not thinking about that in that way, like torture way?
Yeah.
As opposed to like a sex thing, maybe, como he says, maybe give them, maybe les gusta, maybe they think of it weird, but it's not the same as like telling someone all the negative shit about someone way. You know what I'm saying? So it's impossible to turn away from all the negative. You just told me she did this and this and this way, and I'm supposed to.
Yeah.
So let me ask you, like, I know that. How should people vent about their either work or significant others or fucking family members or la chingadera without it, coming back at them?
Coming back at them. Okay.
Yeah, but like, por ejemplo, fucking, let's just say, Fernie, you have an issue with one of your cousins, right? and you start telling me and like la chingada. Now I start fucking developing a judgment towards them or whatever. But how do you need to vent? But who do you vent to if not to people close to you?
If in your like example, the pinche desmadre, fuck, I mean, I vent, but sometimes I try to fucking vent in different branches, pues, por decir. If I'm venting about this cousin, oh, Ramos never met this cousin. I can talk shit about this. My fucking primo is doing the cual primo. Ah, no, güey, no lo conoces.
No lo conoces. All right.
So I try to do that, but I mean, sometimes you're just talking, way, and you get off on a story, and then you get off fucking venting, way. Mm-hmm. But it's like we're saying, way, like it's hard for that person now to separate that from that person next time they see him, way.
It's because people are biased. If you have people around you, they're going to be biased to you and your point of view. And so when you tell them shit about like, oh yeah, ¿sabes qué me hizo esta cabrona? No llegó a la casa and she didn't fucking call me and I don't know where she's at. The person will be like, oh, well, that's bullshit, bro. Chances of a person being real and be like, wait, pues, ¿qué le estás haciendo, güey? Like, no quiero estar contigo. Like, what are you doing wrong? Chances of that happening are very slim, güey.
Te están perdiendo los cuernos, güey.
Yeah,
Búscate otra.
Piruja, let's go fucking catch her. So, yeah.
This is practice, rehearsed. This is rehearsed.
Quick.
Let's catfish her, bro. I'm your man. Hey, güey, te la baja.
A mí no me conoce.
Yeah, güey, te la baja.
I know an app you can put on her phone. Come on.
Yeah, bro. So at that point, I mean, you gotta know that your family or your friends are gonna take your side, way. No matter what you tell them, like they're always gonna be on your
unless
side.
They already know you. Y ya saben que eres un pinche desmadroso. The fucking you don't gotta like to kick it or.
I think that's a good friend that calls you out on your shit, not one that always agrees with you. Because then that's them being honest, way. They're not being biased because you're their person, like. That's what we need. I mean, I need that. I need somebody to tell me, hey, wait, ¿sabes qué? No, wait, that's not cool.
¿Sabes qué, güey? That's not cool.
Yeah. Because when everybody always agrees with you, wait, you take it as, yeah, you're right. But inside you're like, that was terrible advice.
Well, you would hope, way. Not everybody, not everybody's like, see, I was right, way. Yeah.
Yeah. Or they're like,
this chick cheated on me, bro.
Yeah. Or they're like, you'll figure it out. You can do anything. Jesus, that's fucking terrible. I don't want to hear that.
Yeah, but sometimes the best advice is not to give any advice at all, dude.
Well, I'm sure we talked about this, but like when your girlfriend or your wife or whatever, they come home and they had a rough day at work, they're not there to fucking have you fix their shit. They're there for you to hear them.
Yeah, listen to them.
And then as soon as they vent all their shit, and then oh, well, how are you going to fix that? Oh, well, I'm going to do this and that. Okay. And then you move on. They vented. That's what they wanted. But if they tell you, I did this, well, didn't I fucking tell you not to fucking do that to them? Like, what's your problem? Like, why did you do that? We had this conversation. I told you that was going to happen. I told you that person was like that. And so that now their anger is now like, oh yeah, yours. Mm-hmm. And it's like, wait, no, mom, just stay quiet.
Kill the messenger, bro.
Lo malo es que yo soy más descarado, güey, where I get caught all the time where like, you didn't even listen to what I said. Yes, I did. And I'm like reading an article and like, well, right now I've been doing a lot of recording. So the other day I was reading something about mastering and she was telling me something and sometimes I say things and I'm like, fuck, is that really what she was saying? but like,
transition to, is it douchey?
but like, I know that I took a risk by answering like that. And the person I'm with, she's very witty. And it's like, so I say something and then she's like, you didn't even listen to what I just said. And I was like, yes, I did. And then in my head, I'm like, fuck, what the fuck was she saying? And then como no estaba poniendo atención, güey, then I get shit, güey, because I just kind of zone out, güey. And I kind of just here and there be like, oh, that's crazy. If she knows that I say that's crazy when I use it in the wrong fucking time, but it has nothing to do with that's crazy, like I'm already fucking like,
fuck. Oh my God, today was a rough day. That's crazy.
That's crazy.
What?
Oh, I get paid tomorrow. That's crazy. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. Pinche locura, eh. No mames.
Okay.
Yeah, so I ate some chicken that I made. Oh, that's crazy.
¿Qué quieres from the burrito spot? That's crazy, bro. It's crazy.
Oh shit.
Yeah, it's a pinche desmadre, güey. So we're all guilty of that.
Yeah.
And I'm sure it's happened to us too.
Oh, we got to stand another 3 hours. Let's do this again.
Oh shit.
¿Qué te voy a decir, though?
Cut.
Have they done that to you?
What, like ignore me?
When you're like really into something and you're talking to them, and then you see that they're not interested, or they're just like spaced out, or they're doing something else. Well, how does that feel for you?
Well, they don't do it like that way. I've never experienced that way.
Like you're the descarado?
No. They've been, bless their hearts, they've been really nice. What I do experience is like, if I vent about something, or I try to get an opinion about something, it's just because what I'm doing, it's not really like I know they're not going to understand what the fuck I'm talking about. Mm-hmm. So all I'm trying to do is get a perspective, but I know they have no idea really what I'm saying. But to me, it's like, when they tell you like, oh, well, you'll figure it out. I mean, that's the equivalent of that. Like, I feel like, okay, you listen to me, but like, you really don't know what I'm talking about. Like, I can't talk shop with them, and there's nobody else to talk shop with. So if I'm venting about something, it's something that it's like they're not going to understand what I'm saying, way. And I have to understand that and not be a dick about it. But I've never experienced that way. And I know it's fucked up way. I'm not saying that it's cool that I do that way, because nobody likes to feel like they're ignored way. But as soon as I get called out, I do close my phone and I do everything else, and then I start like,
but why didn't you do that at the beginning then?
I would hope so.
Because I'm trying to multitask, man.
I would hope so. No,
Pobrecita, güey. Yeah, I'm a dick sometimes, man. I'm not.
There's no crazy on the menu.
Yeah.
There's no crazy on the menu. What are you talking about?
Oh, well, don't they have the crazy Mongolian chicken?
Yeah, she's like.
Oh, I must be confusing it with that other fucking place.
She was like, oh yeah, I'm gonna walk my dog later. Damn, that's crazy. You're like, fuck, I got caught. We put them through a lot of shit, way, pobrecitos. Some of us do. I don't know. You guys might be model partners, but they go through a lot of shit, way.
No, I don't think I'm a model partner.
No? Well, we all have fellows.
Yeah, yo la cago constantly.
Do you?
Yeah.
What, can you talk about a cagada?
No. I'm just saying, like, I mean, I've done that same thing with you, with like, I veces that, maybe they're talking to me and one of the messages would drop in, or I was in the middle of something and I think I could get it done before the conversation continues, and it's just like, a veces la cago. Mm-hmm. So I already know this, that when someone's talking, not just her, just in general, I try not to be on my phone.
Yeah, I know.
I try not to be on my phone, and if I need to answer something, I'm like, hey, just give me a really quick minute. Let me just do this so that I can give you my full attention. Mm-hmm. And that happens at work too a lot, because I got, I'm talking to either customers, or I'm talking to like, our engineers or construction department and everything. Somebody else is calling me up and I'm talking to them in the middle, and now I'm distracted because this phone call, I know I'm expecting it, or I know it's something important, and I don't want to lose what I have with that person.
Yeah.
So I'm like, hey, just give me a really quick minute. Let me answer this, and then we could continue. All right, cool.
But that throws the whole dynamic.
It does,
yeah, because you're really in it, and then you get thrown off, and it's not the same. Oh, don't worry, nah, it's cool.
But then on the other hand, también, like, if I ignore that phone call, now that that, because I know that there are some people, especially at work, or like, for example, if Fernie was to call me and I saw that Fernie was calling me, I'm like, I know Fernie doesn't call.
There's something up
at all.
Yeah.
And when he does, it's something important, something urgent.
Yeah.
So then I'm definitely going to have to stop to whoever I'm talking to and take that call. Igual contigo, you rarely call me.
Yeah.
And if you were to call me instead of text me, I'm like, oh shit,
something's up. Yeah, I get it. You don't call either, so I would be the same. I'd be like, Ramon, oh shit, hold on, let me take this, because something's up.
Yeah, that's the thing. So that's why sometimes I look at it, I'm like, fuck, and I'm like, shit, I need to take this call because this could be
something important.
And it might not be life threatening important, but it's just something that needs an answer right away, it's just, or immediate.
It's just hard way, because I used to go out with a chick that she had a friend that was always going through shit. We always have that friend that's always going through life's always.
Oh yeah,
life's always throwing something at them, and so it became that friend like, oh shit, what up now? And so you answer, and there's nothing positive. There's nothing fucking like, hey, guess what happened? It's always negative shit, and this was that girl to her. And so one time she didn't answer and she committed suicide.
What the fuck?
So she had to live with that for the rest of her life. Like, I ignored her. I mean, I'm not saying that because she was ignored, but that's the last time that she could have potentially talked to her. before, she decided to commit suicide. So maybe she felt like nobody was there for her anymore. Because you cry wolf a lot, that people are just, they don't take you. We were talking that about earlier with what's going on with the police department. Sometimes these cops, they assume like oh no, this guy just wanted me to fucking release him. I'm like, he could breathe. He's just being a dick. So they have that fucking mentality, but you never know, dude. Like, and so she called her and she was like, shit, I don't want to answer it. And then a few hours later in the afternoon, like they found out that she killed herself. And that's hard to live with. Can you imagine living with that way?
Yeah. No, I mean, the one that I have, and to this day, I still feel bad, but now I can laugh about it, or we can laugh about it. I don't know about Fernie could laugh about it or not. But, Fernie called me in the time of need, 2, 3 in the morning. I thought I was dreaming.
Oh, I remember that story.
I thought I was dreaming. No, man, no puedo.
Hey, did you guys ever say the stories?
Yeah, we talked about it.
Somebody probably never heard it because I don't remember it. What happened?
You don't remember
right away?
Yeah, what happened? I want to hear it.
So, it was a weekend. It was a weekend. He had like 2 in the morning, I think it was, or whatever.
No?
3, ponle 3 in the morning. Yo estoy pinche, fuck, dude, I'm like my 4th dream in, güey, fucking pinche baba colgando. And then I'm dreaming, and then all of a sudden in my dream, I hear my cell phone ring.
Oh, yeah.
And in the dream, I pick it up, and it's Fernie talking to me. Hey, wait. And in my dream, I'm like, ¿Qué pasó, güey? ¿Qué pedo?
You're like, what is that movie? Beer Fest? Or which one was it? When you're all drunk?
Hey, güey, ¿qué pedo? Like, no, cabrón, necesito que me hagas un paro, güey. Like, si no, güey, lo que ocupes, anything you want,
this
bro.
This is in your dream.
Yeah, in my dream.
Okay.
Anything you want, bro. Hey, wait, I'm in Alhambra, güey. I need you to come and pick me up because un pedo con la placa, güey, but I just need you to come pick me up. ¿Dónde estás, güey? In Alhambra. Oh, no, güey. I can't go to Alhambra.
Oh,
like, what? No, like, wait, I need you to, nah, wait, nah, fuck that.
That's enemy territory.
I'll go tomorrow, but not right now, dude. I'm very sleepy, right? And then I hang up. As soon as I hang up, I hear my sister open the door. She's like, hey, is everything all right? I'm like, I wake up and like, what? Is everything all right with Fernando? I'm like, what do you mean? Like, yeah, you were just talking to him. He called you like, oh shit. That was real? I thought I was dreaming. So then I call him back. Y no me contesta, güey.
Oh, shit.
He was pissed.
I wasn't pissed. I was in front of a cop.
No, but you were pissed the following day.
Well, because...
So how did it really sound, güey?
This was the reality. So I'm in front of the cop. The cop's like, all right, cool. But if you have someone pick you up, no, pues todo bien.
Yeah.
All right, cool, way. So we'll call reliable, way.
Let me call the compa that's always there for me.
Old Faithful, though.
He's always there for me.
The only one I know that answers his phone.
Yeah.
So pinche le llamo. Yeah, Simón, contesto. ¿Qué pasó, güey? No, güey, que fucking que el pinche cop, que le pues madre. No, güey, ya no. Cop, güey, aquí no, que le. No.
Nada más pedo que tú, güey.
And I'm on the fucking. Todavía me tengo que hacer pendejo with the cop.
Okay, so you'll be.
Simón, I can wait 30 minutes, güey. Ya, no pedo. Yeah, all right, chido. All right, bye. And fucking, en cuanto cuelgo, and fucking, she's like, all right, well, yeah, I'm gonna wait right here. Then I'm like, oh, fuck. So I fucking wait. El fucking phone suena otra vez. I'm like, oh, no, I'm like, I don't need to take this. I don't need to answer and explain myself in front of the fucking cop. I just pretend to talk to you, bro. Like,
oh, the address. You need the address. Oh, yeah. I'm over here. I don't know, güey. And I felt so fucking bad. I'm like, hey. Porque no nomás le llamé una vez. I called him like 2 or 3 times after. And he couldn't answer. It wasn't until later on he answers like, hey, don't worry, so-and-so picked us up already.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, shit, sorry about it. No hay pedo, güey. Y me cuelga.
He's all disappointed.
Yeah, he's fucking upset.
He told the cop, of course I have a friend. Dude.
I have a reliable fucking friend.
This guy will do anything for you.
Gives no fucks, bro.
Well, this guy will fucking...
You don't even know.
This is the kind of guy that fucking orders a burrito and he gives you the tortilla because it's like, here, bro, put 2. I don't need it, bro. Here. Have a double stack tortilla. That's the kind of friend this guy is. Watch.
Hold on.
Watch.
Yeah. Fucking no more.
You call people now and they don't answer?
Yeah.
You know?
Not
It won't even get to the fourth ring before he answers.
Yeah, this is how I have it with this guy.
I've never heard his voicemail message.
I don't even know if he has one.
Yeah. He's the only, his phone doesn't ring. I mean, he's got one of those new phones that it just doesn't ring. Like all of a sudden, he's talking.
He's so nice and so considerate that he has rolas play back at you when you call him.
Oh, yeah.
It's a little symphony.
That
but
little Mozart comes back at you, bro.
Please enjoy this Verizon or something.
Ring back tone.
While your party is reached. So somebody, like, Jesus Christ.
He's so considerate. He has music play while you call him.
Yeah, hey, man. And
he still pays for that feature from 2005.
Hey, do you guys have voicemail set up on your phone, or it just goes to the automatic?
I think I still have the voicemail on it.
You have a voicemail?
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know if people do that now. Remember we used to put songs in the back and shit?
Yeah.
Oh, I mean, they'll do the whole thing? No way.
Like old school with the roll in the back. Hey, what's up? You reach fucking so-and-so.
You reach the metal over here, eh? So I can't answer because either, I just can't answer, eh? But leave me your name and number and I'll get back to you as soon as I can.
No, right away.
Ratos, eh?
I had a conversation by myself with my fucking girl's voicemail yesterday because I called her. I had a Fernando. She always answers. So my hands were like fucking greasy and I couldn't answer the phone. So she fucking she didn't answer because she was doing something with work, and it went to voicemail and I couldn't hang up because like my hands were tied up. So I just started fucking venting to the voicemail. Like I was like, well, what am I gonna do? I can't just let a voicemail go without saying anything. So, so I just started, this morning, and I just started making some shit up, like kind of venting, and I was like, fuck, man, that shit was funny, man. We were laughing about it last night, because se oye ahí que le está dando madrazos, or
ding, ding,
yeah, and then it's like, y luego in the voicemail, way. The fucking some paisa comes by in a van, and he's like, se oye in the voicemail, and I was talking to the phone, and then I was like, ¿qué pasó? And then you can hear the paisa, hey, ¿no están vendiendo la veneza? Oh, no, ahorita no la estamos vendiendo because, estamos esperando agarrar otro camarada para que nos ayude. And so I'm talking like, this guy's trying to buy the van from me, and it's on the voicemail.
You throwing down deals and shit?
Oh, shit.
How long was the voicemail? I'm curious.
Well, it was like in 3 minutes, it automatically cut off. Like, it was like 3 minutes long.
Oh, it cuts you off now.
It cuts you off, yeah. But what was I going to do? I'm not going to just huff and puff while it's just like...
Oh, well, huffing and puffing. So, earlier when we were talking about the microphone setup, way?
Yeah.
You know how, you guys were climbing because I have it aimed up? There's a reason why I had it aimed up.
I was just playing where you had it aimed up sometimes?
Yeah. No, this one I left it aimed... I don't know why.
When we started.
Yeah, because Fernie lo ajustó, right? I'm like, I could hear myself. Right? When we started. And ahorita me acordaste with the huffing and puffing. So, going back to Call of Duty, Westside Dave has been recording the games, right?
Yeah.
He records them and he puts them up on stage. So the other day, somebody was asking me at work about it, and I was considering him because he's Russian. And because a lot of the little codes or the phone calls or whatever, because he was telling me, dude, it's authentic Russian. It's not accented. It's legit shit. I'm like, really? I'm like, we have a guy on the squad that had to go through, he started learning Russian through Google Translate because of a lot of the codes and everything.
Yeah.
You have to write it down or, get it to remember it because it's like a little scavenger hunt. So, I reach out to Westside Dave. I'm like, hey, Westside Dave, what's the link for the fucking the Twitch or the recorded games that you have? So ya me los manda, and I started watching it. And as I'm watching it, I'm listening, dude. I'm fucking breathing hard on that fucking game. So yeah,
it's not just a game.
Well, you're a fucking mouth breather. Way we talked about this before. Close your mouth.
No,
they posted comments about it.
What it is like I'm running, and if I get killed, I'm like,
no, it's not that way.
I'm like, oh, and
it's not that way.
Some of them are. Some of them are because I'm like, oh, because I'm watching it, and I'm like, I remember them like, because that's what I remember.
I'm sure there's a couple listeners way that have left comments like, hey, bro, someone's fucking having some kind of attack over there? Or who's breathing into the mic?
I had no idea. I'm all like, I don't know, not me. I don't know what you guys are talking about. But then I started listening to it or watching it, and I'm all like, oh, it's me. So now what I do is, because I had the little microphone right here, like right by between my nose and my lips. So I have it right there. So what I started doing now is I started aiming it up y toda vez, oye, pero ya no le está pegando el aire directo. You know, so it's like, fucking A. So now when I set this up, I set it up a little bit higher because I'm like, shit.
Well, el pedo with you setting it a higher way is that, como es este way, how long have we been doing this way? Ya me cansé de decirte, güey. You talk to a mic, the Ramon does this. No, pues sí, güey. No, but you know, bro. And, pues you know, bro, sometimes. And you're like, yeah, you're la justo, güey.
But you talking about a $300 mic compared to a fucking little shitty-ass mic, güey.
So when he points it up, it's like you're adding another level, güey, of distance, güey.
Yeah.
Yeah, so like, fuck.
So every time you move away, it was like a bigger difference. So aquí estoy yo, para arriba, para abajo, para arriba, para abajo.
But eso es una chingonería, Ferns.
No, it's just fucking dealing with people, bro.
Whatever they're paying is not enough, bro.
Dude, you need a raise.
You need a raise, bro.
Or resend you the link on mic etiquette.
Yeah, but the thing is that, like, sometimes because I got Steven on my left, so I have to turn and I'm talking to him, and then I'm like over here. If I have to talk to you, the microphone is perfectly aligned, so I have to do this when I.
No, I get it. I just, even if I'm talking to you guys, I just look forward sometimes.
I know, but you got the facility that you tap me when you want to, like, you know, you tap me, like, I'm like, okay, this is important.
Someone's to touch you, bro.
Well, no, that's also like
I'm acknowledging you.
Yeah, I'm gonna talk.
So, is that what that is?
So you know, like, oh, this guy's gonna say something.
Oh,
turno.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I thought you want me to pay extra attention.
No, it's just like, it's like I'm gonna say something, man.
Oh, all right. I just raised my hand. I'm like, I'll do this. I don't know. I still got the elementary shit. Like, hey, I got something to say to that. I got something to add to that.
You remember you added the support when it was taking too long?
Like, hey, why is he calling me? Why isn't my teacher calling on me?
They can't see it, but
and then if it's really urgent, you start waving it like,
yeah.
The pinchy brace.
Ooh, I want to do it.
I know.
We used to fight in fourth grade way because they had something called a window monitor. We used to have those old windows where you took like a wood stick.
Oh yeah.
And you would like latch onto it and
the hook.
Yeah.
And then spin it, right?
Yeah. So that was fun way. But they always chose that one guy, and I was always pissed because I wanted to do that because it looked fun. Fucking
A, dude. No, we have a listener and a good friend of mine, like Gabby. She always trips out whenever we bring up LAUSD stuff or any the coffee cakes que la chingada. She's like, oh man, I love it when you guys bring that up. You know, it's just one of those. I don't know.
The chocolate milk conversation we had.
Dude, that one had a good fucking feel going.
Yeah.
And I forgot to do it today.
I haven't gotten chocolate milk. That's what you were talking about, getting milk?
I know I said that next time that we met, I was going to go to AMPM, get those little burgers, and then get some chocolate milk.
Oh, shit, nostalgic.
You know? And then do it like an IG live. Órale, cabrones. Who remembers this? Who remembers this, eh?
The little fruit punch was good, too, where...
How about the little fruit cups? I forgot to bring those up. Were you like...
I don't like those.
No, there was one cuando tenía las peras, no me gustaban, güey.
Those are ones you eat with a spork, right?
Yeah. And then later you played fucking spoons or sporks or whatever.
Oh, I remember
those
that.
Chingazos, güey.
Yeah. Breaking those shits, el que...
Toma, pendejo.
And it was always like, fucking... It had to be... There was not a set rule where, like, tienes que quebrar todo esto. Like, I guess the majority of it, to a certain point, and...
Pues queda así, güey. Sometimes queda así that it's just...
Or, but you had to get rid of all the edge. It was just weird. So, it was mostly like a fucking... The group of the people that were around there, they would be the judges of it. They'd be like, yep. Ya balistas madre. No, güey. Todavía le puede tumbar. No, güey. Ya estuvo.
You remember Knuckles?
Yeah. No, but it was sides, no?
Well, I remember just like you would go up and people would
I thought you would hold it like that and then go
no, that's something else.
I think it was like...
I remember the chingazo.
Yeah, I think it was called Knuckles where you just fucking... Somebody put their knuckles up and... También remember Bamba, güey? You guys ever play Bamba?
Yeah.
Fuck, man. You throw the ball, and then if you drop it, you got to run to the wall.
Well, we used to call that suicide ball.
Suicide
ball, or yeah, it was suicide. It was suicide.
Suicide?
Yeah.
Suicide ball, yeah.
Yeah, suicide. That was a good one.
Shit.
It built, you know what it? I don't know. I kind of learned that, like, you know, those fight or flight skills, you know,
reflexes.
Yeah,
those can't exist with those names anymore.
No, you can't have suicide ball. Where
let's go play suicide. What the
wasn't
fuck?
There a slaughterhouse? Wasn't there a slaughterhouse?
Slaughterhouse también.
Which one?
Slaughterhouse with a tennis ball or like a handball.
Fucking get pegged.
Yeah, because está más chiquita, so you had to grab it.
Run to the wall, shit. Yeah.
Slaughterhouse. I don't think I played that one.
Huh? Fucking guaranteed putazos, dude.
Yeah, eso sí tan chingazo that tennis ball, güey.
Yeah. No, y luego siempre tenías ese cabrón that would trip you over para que no llegaras a la wall to touch it.
Oh, that sucks.
So ahí te agarraban a putazos. So they're like, you're fucking, you know, you're crawling and you're like fucking.
They used to pants people in PE where you're trying to run your fucking lap and shit, and they would come from the back and pants your ass and. Dude, that shit was embarrassing.
Panting was fucking cabrón,
or panting? Or mooning también, güey. Remember
mooning is more of a personal.
The wedgies, güey. No mames.
Ah, dude.
Wedgies.
That was terrible, güey.
Hey, what about the fucking, the wet finger on the ear?
The wet finger.
Oh, I can't remember that. Yeah.
¿Cómo se llamaba esa madre?
Oh, that's disgusting.
Dude,
bro.
I hated that shit.
Jesus Christ.
¿Cómo se llamaba, güey? The wet, the finger on the ear. Oh,
the wet finger on the ear.
Oh, dude, that's terrible.
Yeah.
You never got that?
Yeah, no, I never got it, but I remember fucking.
Yeah, I got it for sure.
You got it? Yeah.
Y siempre estaba ese cabrón que era bien baboso, güey. Like fucking.
All kinds of babas, man.
In your fucking ear. You're like, ah.
Or the spitballs with the straw también.
Oh, we were fucking masters of that shit, güey. They had almost fucking engineers for that shit. We had whole fucking massive wars.
What I was good at is remember breaking the paper clips in half and with a rubber band.
Oh.
Fucking.
No, we had little catapults. We got fucking all creative with.
We used to cut the cap of the liter sodas and then put a balloon with the rubber band and then just fucking
throw rocks
shoot little rocks.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck, we're engineers, bro.
Always of destruction or how to hurt another person, but engineers for sure.
Yeah, this is pre-fucking DIY. We don't know what the fuck DIY was.
No, it's nomás.
There's no YouTube to show us
that
shit.
Me decía, ¿qué estás haciendo? I'm like, aquí planeando cómo partirle la madre ese güey.
I was watching some videos on YouTube the other day of people making guns out of cardboard box, way, but like legit looking Glocks and shit that shoot like.
Oh, the tabs of the soda cans?
Like no, what was it, way? Maybe they used like a Nerf or something, but I forgot what it was, way. But these fucking guns look legit, way, and they do it all with cardboard. And I was just tripping out, way, and they got millions of views. And there's some guys that build like some big ass fucking guns with like scopes, like some Call of Duty shit, way, all out of cardboard, way. I was like, fuck, way, that's pretty crazy. He said, chingón, because, you know, you just use it for like your office or whatever and shit. You just start shooting.
Fucking A.
But like, how did they make this shit? Like, who was the first person that's like the origami shit's always been fascinating to me. Like, fucking.
Yeah, that's been fascinating. But I think for that, there's a purpose, and I'm sure there's some moral story to it with the patience of doing origami, right?
Yeah.
It's supposed to teach you patience and fucking. And what else?
Like meditation.
Yeah, mindfulness, being in the moment. That's I've seen a rise in the coloring, like for adults, like to ease anxiety. They're like very intricate like shapes, and then you have to like color each one of them to like create like a scenery or whatever.
The adult coloring books, yeah.
Yeah, so it's it's pretty cool. I haven't bought one, but I looked into them because I could see how that's like it just distracts you from shit, you know.
Yeah, I think for you it would be more music.
I love, dude, what I'm doing right now is just, it's one of those things where I just, 5 hours pass and it's like, fuck, dude, yeah, it's fucking 5 hours already. And it's just, you just kind of focus. Cause I set up myself like a little recording studio at home and I bought a desk. I got all my shit set up. Cause I figured, if it's already set up, como aquí, we come and we have to set everything up. And this is la hueva, right? And when you have your shit ready to go, I feel like it makes you more like, okay, I have to do it because it's there. No va a ser la hueva like I had to set it up and this and that.
Yeah, I'm actually, ahorita que dices eso, I just bought a case, like the one that we have for the gear, but I bought a smaller one because I just got a Zune 4.
Oh, nice.
And then I got the microphones que tenemos, the ones that we're doing.
The H4n like that?
No. Oh, yeah, like that one. Yeah, I just got one because I saw it on Amazon on special, dude.
How much you get it for?
140.
Damn, that's cheap, dude.
Yeah, 140 plus. Salió como like 160 with the tax and everything. You know, so I'm like, fuck yeah, because esto lo compramos like at 200.
Yeah, something like that.
Something like that. So I'm like, fuck it. You know, that refurbished ni nada, so I got it. And then I got to the mic stands that we have here que nos usamos ahorita and everything. So I bought a little crate so that I could put everything in there. And I'm like, okay, that's a little project I got to do because this one I want to cut it out so that everything just slips in, you know, nice and everything. So, yeah, those little projects, I have that. And then I have to organize my screws and nuts and bolts and everything in the garage también.
Yeah.
So I got a label maker for that. And then I got the fucking the screw bins, wall mounted one so that I could fucking organizarlos and everything. So I'm like, oh shit, it's those little things that, distraction, you know?
Distraction, yeah. But I struggle with the balance, you know, like I'm saying, like I would, oh, that's crazy. That kind of shit, that has to do with me not knowing how to balance things, you know? And it's like, well, like when you guys play Call of Duty, wait, 4 hours later, you're really in it. So think about it. As soon as you're done playing Call of Duty, you have to somehow forget and be a boyfriend or a husband. And then you still fucking rush. You're feeling the rush of what you just did for 4 hours, but then it's hard to just like not think about it and be in the moment with the person needing your attention. Way, and I struggle with that way. I can't. If I'm recording for 4 hours and so anyway, and then I get off, it's hard for me to just like be like, okay, now I'm a boyfriend, or now I'm a son, or now I'm a this way. It's just really hard for me. Way, I can't. I don't know. It's just hard. Way, it sucks, but I'm trying.
Well, I mean, ocurre pasar. I don't know how people deal with it. I know that sometimes, in general, and it could be talking to you, or it could be talking to coworkers, or it could be talking to, you know, in the family or a friend or lo que sea. I'm talking to somebody, or we're having a conversation, and all of a sudden a thought comes in, or an idea. You know, y esto me pasa un chingo, and it's, you know, sometimes with the podcast, especially a while back when we were doing all the parodies.
Yeah.
You know, and somebody would say something, or like I would hear something, and I'm like, oh shit, hold on. I have to get my little notebook out and then write it down and shit, and so that I wouldn't forget it or lose it. But yeah, you're always on that fucking, your mind's always working. I mean,
you just watch these videos where I'm always,
you got twitches.
It's all, but it's not really like, it's just, I'm thinking of a song where I'm always, this fucking, somehow it's like my subconscious mind is always on somewhere else, like focusing on something. My conscious mind is here having a conversation, but subconsciously, I'm always thinking of a verse, or I should do this. I could be having a conversation with you guys right here, and we're talking about something crazy, and then you start talking, and then I could be like, oh, fuck, for that song, I'm going to do that. And that's how my brain works. I need to do that. Okay, I'll do that. I need to do that. And so it's like an all day thing where it's nuts way. It's obsessed. It's like, I don't even think that's really that healthy way. That's why I feel like I should control it way, because I mean, you can easily just be like focusing like that and not give a shit about anything else way.
You know what I have been doing lately? Because I know that you kind of stopped on it. But like when I was on vacation, I really just focused on the task that I put myself to do, or that I needed to accomplish, just so that I know that, you know, the time that I was home, it was not time wasted, or time, you know, that could have been used properly, right?
Yeah.
So what I decided is, like, I'm not gonna use my phone. I'm just gonna put music and have it connected to the speaker in the garage, and then just fucking let it blare and everything. So I didn't listen to any podcasts. I didn't watch any Instagram. I didn't watch any YouTube, anything. And it's like, believe it or not, it was kind of relieving. It was a little bit of relieving. But then after that happened, I started going back to work, and I started doing my routine. Now I realize that I'm really backed up on a lot of stuff. Like there's a lot of shit that I don't understand. Like, I don't know who that fucking that Moreno Chilu that they always keep putting on Instagram is. I haven't seen it.
No.
Es un pinche gordo, un pinche moreno, pinche.
Right away.
Un pinche está cargado el cabrón.
Right away.
But there was a lot of that I kind of missed on the whole stories, and I stopped and I'm asking people like, "Hey, who the fuck is this? Or what's up with this?"
Like he's like sitting down. Is that
Yeah.
I saw one like
That's from 2 months ago, no? Two
yeah,
months?
it's pretty.
About a month ago.
But I think
No,
isn't that
that's
the guy that passed away?
That's what they say. I don't know.
Yeah,
But who was he?
I think he was just a regular dude. No, I don't
It's
know.
a fucking meme that started right around the COVID thing, güey. That was like 2-3 months ago, güey.
But I had a compa that descarado. Where
I don't know who the hell he
this
is.
guy doesn't give a fuck. Right? You know when the whole the Blackout Tuesday was going on,
Yeah.
he put a picture of that on his Instagram, but it was like you could see that the guy's right there. It was
It's like the Metallica's Black
yeah,
album.
Exactly. Like it's like a black,
Yeah.
but you
and
can see
there's
him.
a black image on top of
You
it.
can see him there, and it's like, wait, no mames, te la jalaste ahí, pinche serio.
Fuck, put him on blast.
Put him on blast.
See, like, this is what he put on his Instagram.
Fucking A.
Oh, fuck.
You can see it.
But you know, you got that compa. Everybody's like, yeah, you would put that, and
Yeah.
it's like, I mean, it's not. I can't believe people fucking. But you know what? The way, and this is something that when the whole fucking, I think when the COVID hit, and the comedians were saying like, hey, dude, we use humor to deal with shit. I think a lot of it is it's not. I don't think it's like being racist or being a dick. I think a lot of people are just kind of like trying to find how they can just kind of make light of it, way, because it's interesting times that we're going through. This is 2020 is for the books, way, you know, as far as like what we're going through. Mm-hmm. And sometimes people want to make light of it, and sometimes it's not tasteful, and sometimes it's like, that's too soon, bro. But I mean, I get why they're doing it, where some people would just rely on comedy to get them through shit, you know?
Yeah, there's a lot of shit that I've held back on putting up, or like, you know, fucking commenting. There's a couple of people that I follow that they put some risky shit. I get the humor, and I'm laughing, but sometimes I hold back. I hold back on hitting the like, because I'm like, shit, nobody say liked on this. I'm like, I don't know. I'm like, yeah. So, and I'm like, I totally get it. Sometimes I don't know how I know this, but sometimes, you know, when someone puts something up, and if you kind of know them, or you know their humor, you know they're not being racist.
Yeah.
Or they're not being assholes. They're just trying to fucking, hey, this is just, you know, this could be funny type of deal.
That's why that guy, they were like, yeah, you would put that, because they already know these people, right?
But también at the same time, I start thinking, I'm like, yeah, that's not justification enough, you know? Like, yeah, sometimes you do have to, you know, be a little bit, ¿cómo se dice? Considerate.
Yeah.
Of what's actually going on in the times and everything. Yeah, it's funny and everything, but there's blood, there's pain, there's hurt behind, you know, this shit that you're putting up.
Yeah.
You know, so that's how I'm like, man, and like, fuck, dude, pinche viejez, the fucking morality compass is getting a little bit more and more.
I mean, dude, come on, wait. We've all said shit that could be controversial in a social platform where people don't know us. I mean, I feel like some of that should just keep it in your circle, way. Like, don't fucking put it out there. Like, because like you say, I mean, if you said like there's people that I know aren't doing it to be racist, I already know that's how they are. Mm-hmm. But like, just keep it in your circle, way. There's no need to put that on the internet, because it's not the right time to do that, way. I don't think it's the right time to make light of certain things, way, because it's affecting people. Like, it's affecting a lot of people, and I feel like it's not tasteful. You know, just keep it in your circle, way. Keep it in. We talk shop. We say shit talking shop that.
We say shit that there's no camera or
people
recorder.
Would unsubscribe for sure.
Quick.
For
They'll
sure.
be like,
dude.
what?
And you know what? It's okay, because I know that you fuckers have a circle that you also do the same shit. Like, everybody does that. You talk shop and you're like, Jesus Christ, bro, don't let that get away from the circle. That's fucking crazy, dude.
That is fucking crazy, man.
But that's the beauty of having compas, way. It's like you could talk shop, and it's like, yeah, you would say that, fucker. Like, it's fucked up. That's fucked up.
It's some of the shit. It's kind of. I mean, yeah, you just got to be understanding that. Like you said, 2020 definitely is the year. It's a year for the books, man.
It's a year for the books, bro.
Yeah, I saw that there was a couple of postings up. There was a local DJ. She lost her job. She was with K-Rock, and she put something up where it says that, you know, how a lot of people are like, fuck 2020, fuck this and fuck that. You know, this is the worst fucking year. But what she put up, it was somebody else's I guess, post or thoughts. And I'm like, no, you know what? Maybe 2020 is meant to happen. It's a year of change. It's a year where, you know, our eyes are opened up. It's a year where we come united. It's a year where we like, you know, we move forward and, you know, we recognize all our past, you know, or we recognize what's happening right in front of our eyes and try to make a change for it, you know? And with everything that's been happening, I think it's, you know, it's a process or a step for us to get to that point together.
Yeah, there's a reason why we're going through
Yeah.
it. I mean,
So I'm like, oh shit. I'm like, okay, maybe I'm, you know, because I've been like, whenever I see something on the interwebs, they're like, fuck you, 2020. I'll put it up on my stories or my highlights, and then, you know, get a little crafty song behind it. But I'm like, you know what, maybe, you know, 2020, yeah, you're going to get a lot of shit, but maybe this 2020 is going to be where everything shifted and like, it's like for the best, hopefully.
yeah. Yeah, no way. I mean, I've always, like, for the last, like, maybe 5 or 6 years, I've been noticing, like, repetitive numbers a lot. Like, I look at my phone, it's like 1111, 222, 333. And so there's something to that way. Like
2020?
20, that's what I'm going to get to. Where, like, if you believe in, like, numerology and shit like that, then there's a significance. There's something that's significant about the repetitive number kind of situation. And I haven't really looked into it, but I'm sure there's something.
We used to have a friend in common, and she used to tell me that there was a point where, like, and she said that she noticed this as she was little, or saw it but didn't really give it too much attention. But as she started growing up, she started seeing the same sequence of numbers all along the place. I can't remember the numbers, but just for the sake of the story, let's just say it was like I don't know, 6:15, right? So there was a lot of these things that she would see, like the time would be, like whenever she woke up in the morning or whatever, and she'd look at the clock, it was 6:15. En la tarde or whatever, when she was driving somewhere, it would be like 6:15. The date, you know, like would stand out like 6:15, you know, just these little numbers. She's like, so she started freaking out and everything. And I think she went because right now when you said numerology, I think she went to go see somebody that was a numerologist and kind of like broke it down. Now I never got the full scope story of what actually was told to her about it.
Yeah.
But I'm all like, does that even work though? Is that something that, how much of it is coincidence? How much is making sense of it? And how much is it like, you know, just a sham?
Well, I feel like you also have to consider the fact that she's thinking about it. So you also attract, if I want to buy a bug, I'm going to see a bug all of a sudden everywhere because now I'm focused on that. If I'm, oh shit, I see 6:15 all the time, then you subconsciously you're thinking about that. So you're obviously going to attract it. I mean, I think some of it is that as well. Right? But then if you want to really dissect it, they're like, okay, so why am I thinking about it? Is there something that's telling me to think about it and I always see it? So it's one of those paradox where that it's just, why is A because of B? Why is B because of A? And why is A because of B? It's just one of those things that you can't, I don't think there's really like a right answer to it where I don't know. Because that's also something that you always have to consider is what you're doing, like the placebo effect, right? I mean, there's a reason why the placebo effect is acknowledged in like the medical field, like, because if they give you a sugar pill and they tell you this is going to do this, you're going to be like, okay, yeah, this is going to do this for me. But I feel like you can manifest anything that you really believe in. Like, I was watching a show on Netflix about people telling their stories of like ghosts and shit. I don't know what the name of it was.
Don't tell me.
Oh shit!
But there was just people, and the crazy thing about the show is like they're sitting in a place like kind of like where we're at.
I know which one you're talking about.
And so it's like these people are listening to this for the first time. They're like, Jesus, I had no idea. So they're telling their story to people around them that have never heard the story. And so a lot of that is it's pretty crazy. There was this chick that supposedly she was like kind of like this dark emo kind of chick, and her dude was like a guy that was all fucked up, and they would go to the cemetery a lot and just kind of hang out, make out or whatever. And this guy decided that it was a good idea to fucking gift her a tombstone. Like he actually stole the tombstone and he gave it to her. This guy named Clarence. I don't know. That's all they said. His name was Clarence.
That's all I need.
The
to
boyfriend
know.
or the tombstone name?
The tombstone name said Clarence. But the boyfriend was like, "Oh, happy Valentine's Day. I gave you a tombstone." She's like, "What the fuck are you doing? Like, I don't want this." And it's one of those things where it's just like, "Oh, okay. Well, now it's my responsibility. Like, whatever I do now, it's up to me, asshole. Why are you giving me this?" And so she kind of kept it. And supposedly Clarence was like the spirit that started like
Following her.
protecting her and following her.
Oh, protecting her.
Like falling in love with her. But they brought in some experts, and supposedly what they were saying, I don't know.
You could be wrong.
I could be wrong. But they were saying is that's how spirits start. They'll start gaining your trust. Oh, yeah, this is a good spirit. And then all of a sudden they kind of get obsessive and start doing shit that's destructive. And that's what this Clarence was doing to this girl. Where one time she said she was walking home like at 2 a.m. by herself. And these group of guys came up to her while she was walking. And they were like, oh, this is the kind of shit we're going to do to somebody that's alone at night. And it's kind of threatening her. And she said that all of a sudden she felt like this overwhelming like energy. And the guys kind of were like, oh shit, there's something wrong with this chick. Like, fuck this chick. And they took off. And like she started saying, well, Clarence is protecting me. So everything was Clarence. Everything like Clarence is this, Clarence is that. Clarence doesn't like this. She got married. Clarence didn't like her new husband apparently. So Clarence would supposedly fucking like knock on doors or open doors or some shit at night that this guy thought people were robbing them. And she knew that that it was Clarence, like in her head, but she never told him anything. And then that just ruined the relationship. They broke up, and like she had this Clarence thing that was following her away. So how do you explain that?
I think Clarence need to go see a doctor, bro.
I know.
Because it goes back to what you were saying before. There's a lot to suggestion way. And just even maybe just that gift way, like that I don't want to say traumatic, but like that shock of like, what the kind of gift is this? And you start thinking about it enough that maybe it was enough suggestion. I'm not saying that maybe it's not ghost, or maybe it is,
You could be wrong.
Well, I could be wrong. I mean, because do you have proof either way? Like, there's no...
I think that's a form of OCD, though, where you think, if I don't do this, my mom's going to die. Like there's a lot of people
Step on a crack.
They have that OCD where it's like, oh, if I don't do this, I'm gonna die today, or if I don't do this, and so I feel like maybe that also has something to do with it.
Yeah, it's just that. What was it I was watching? Where it's all shit that fucking growing up we've even seen. Like what was the magician one on Netflix? I think it's
that guy?
one episode, but it's kind of a spoiler alert. Pero it's the first episode, and it's two things. I'm sure you put in the first episode because we've all seen it before. He does the mamada with the fake arm that we've all seen, where you separate your arm and you put the fake one, and then you kind of connect them in the brain by doing the same, like the feather, like on both arms, and then you stop doing it, and then the pinchy hammer at the end. That same classic mamada, and that's all same thing. It's suggestion. You're tricking your brain with fucking suggestion way. And he does the another one with the suggestion where he gets influencers and goes, oh yeah, so you guys are influencers. Let me see. I want to figure out how to be an influencer type of mamada. And he's going just through the whole thing. Oh, let me show you the type of post I put now. And essentially he sets them up to take a picture and post the same one. That's what he sets up. And it's all by suggestion. Like everything he was showing them, oh, look, this is what I'm doing now. And everything's showing them and pointing at and everything's mentioning is everything that goes into that picture they end up taking.
No shit.
So it's just suggestion. I mean, we've all I've seen shit. I remember as a kid in the 80s, seeing magicians do the same thing. Or like with numbers, when they tell you pick a number between remember they used to do the one through the TV?
That was a devil's work.
They used to do it through the TV and you go, you at home, you can do this one with me. Pick a number between this and this. That's not this or this or this. And somehow they point you to the number that they want.
Yeah.
It's all the same thing. It's like suggestion. Like,
wow, that's crazy.
But I'm gonna say, so that's what I'm saying. I don't feel bad about spoiling that first episode. So
there's something about it. Yeah, that's the reason why I don't know if they still have them, but like infomercials were mostly at night because when you're
most suggestive.
Yeah, you're most suggestive when you're about to go to sleep. You'll be like, oh yeah, that makes sense.
I'm about to be
I do need an ab rocker.
I could have those abs if I had an ab rocker.
It's all like the NLP shit talks about it, and it's like self suggestions as well. Like if you're looking at this, you might be feeling, and so you're already like, you know what? Yeah, I do feel like that.
I do feel hungry.
It's the same reason. También, I mean, like that. Like the what are they called? Maybe like a mantra, like the ones that not mantra.
Montage?
No, like the ones that say, oh, you wake up and you see, like you tell yourself this.
Oh yeah,
I want to do this. A mantra, but I'm saying there's another one that.
What is it called?
What's something like mantra? No,
self-affirmation.
Yeah, like the self-affirmations. Oh, I'm this. Yeah. I can do this. Blah blah blah. Like you tell yourself in the morning. Same thing. It's part of that whole. If you put it in your brain enough way, like your brain just decides, oh, this must be the way it is.
So you think this chick was,
Clarence?
With Clarence?
Clarence?
Oye, pero pobrecito Clarence, güey. I'm like, all right, he's protecting her, todo, and then she goes and gets married, güey. He's got to watch the new husband plow her, ¿no?
Stay away.
Yeah, probably. Güey.
I mean, por eso se encabrona. He's not opening doors to. He's just taking off todo encabronado, güey.
No, that's true.
He's opening doors so she
He's
can
all
see
like-
him with sandpaper. Bring it back around, bitches.
Oh, God.
That's a good fucking. That's a good one. Eh? That's a good loop.
That's funny.
Yeah, pero pobrecito Clarence, güey.
Pobrecito Clarence, yeah. Yeah, he doesn't want to search for a Filipino fat ass on
He's trying to point her.
Hey, so like, let's just say, I mean, you pass away and you're stuck in this world and you're fucking, you're a spirit way, and you start finding out, or like you start, with your significant, and you start finding out que, like, let's just say that que se junte con otro way. Fuck, that'll be heartbreaking as a spirit, no?
Well, that's when you start breaking doors and opening shit at night.
Yeah, that's when you become a poltergeist.
Right before they throw a palo, you start fucking pulling feet and shit.
Oh, I know what's happening right here, right now. Netflix, my ass.
I know, right? That sucks. But that's like, if I can't have her, nobody can kind of shit, right?
Yeah,
it's a little
I guess.
obsessive,
I
bro.
don't know. ¿Qué tal como, like, I always thought, like, I always loved the movie Ghost.
This is his main field, so
Yeah.
Movies and
Movies
paranormal.
and paranormal.
no bad.
And music. Well, whatever. No, music is more this guy, but I like music. But
Right away. Damn, bro. ¿Tú qué sabes, güey?
I don't know shit. I'm just a prop.
We're in the same nivel, bitch.
no. Different
We're
levels.
peers.
He's
we're
different
peers.
levels.
You can learn something from thing or two from me, güey.
Porque no me haces caso, güey. Por eso te digo.
Take notes on this, bro. I don't give a fuck.
I tell you all the time, but you don't listen. So
Changing solos on me.
imagínate, güey, Ghost. They think that it was a mugging gone bad, but he finds out that his best friend lo manda a matar, güey.
Yeah.
It's a movie, no?
Yeah. But I mean, it's a ghost, He's like, imagínate, let's just say that there are spirits like, they're like, you son of a bitch, I knew it was you. Or like, you motherfucker,
There's been stories where people that got murdered have been donors, and there's been crimes that have been supposedly solved by the people that get their new
organs.
their new organs, that they have like these vivid dreams of like the death of the person that was supposedly before the heart or whatever, and there's been people that solve murders apparently just by the recollection of this person shot me and this is what they look like, and then you're just, I mean, that's just crazy. Like, well, how do you explain that?
I don't know, man. There's something definitely, not unnatural, not unearthly. Would it be?
There's something, there's, but it's some of that makes you think like that there's something that we just don't understand. I mean, to me, it just makes me feel more at ease sometimes. I mean, I don't see it like, oh shit. I see it more like, well, then there's something that I just don't understand. Like, there's something more to this than just the shit that we fight about. And like, and it's, I don't know. I mean, nobody knows. Nobody knows what.
Yeah, because the other ones that they've tripped me out, because especially like those ghost stories or ghost encounters or interviews or whatever, when they're like, yeah, I when my grandma passed away, I felt her presence in my room or whatever. I'm like, fuck. And right away I start panicking. I'm like, fuck, did my grandma see me fucking toss one off or what?
I mean, some people see some crazy shit where like there's this Chicano dude from Texas that comes out on that show, and supposedly he would see things también. And he was talking about one time he went to Mexico, and just the way he was talking, I would be like, Jesus Christ, bro, I would be fucking like traumatized by shit like that. Supposedly he was like at a fucking like a feria, way, like del pueblo, like a little fucking gathering. Y un pinche carro que machuca. They got into a car accident and somehow he hits all the clowns. So the image was a bunch of bloody clowns on the floor because they just got hit by the car and they're like pleading for life. So just imagine that image like you just saw a car hit a bunch of clowns that were there for the fiesta. It's an innocent thing. They're clowns. They want to entertain the kids. But when you add that element of them getting hit by a car, they're on the floor. Some of them are dead. They have their face painted. It's bloody. Some of them are crying for help. I mean, that has to be traumatizing. Way.
Holy shit. This got darks already.
What's a dark show, way?
I know. But fuck.
But like, can you imagine that way? Like, clowns are kind of creepy as they are, way.
Yeah, they are.
And then to see them like that way, I would fucking trip out, way. Jesus. Way.
You don't got to tell Ramon.
No.
Well, I was thinking about it when I was watching the show. Way.
Thank you, bro.
Because I'm like, oh, this guy probably has some stories, but...
Yeah. No, I mean, hey, any thought that, that pop into, ¿te acuerdas de mí? It's grateful because that means that,
It's always have to do with some kind of miedoso shit.
Hey,
that's
I don't give a fuck.
That's when I think about you.
I don't give a fuck.
Do I know miedoso? Yeah, Ramon. This is a guy I know that would come out on the show.
Definitely. I got stories. Fucking Netflix.
Los que 100 veces está como que le echan un poquito de salsa or the alien ones, güey. The alien ones, the alien abductions. I'm not saying that they don't exist.
¿Vas un poquito jaladas?
Pero como que en veces como le echan mucha crema a esas, güey. And it's hard to believe it because it's just like, really, güey? Like, and they talk about those too, güey. But I don't know. How do you guys feel about that shit? Do you guys think that...
The aliens, like, we would have to be... I don't want to say ignorant, but we would have to be simple-minded to only think that we're the only ones in this planet. There's definitely life, and there's definitely things out there in the universe. I mean, it's vast, it's grand. There's got to be something else besides us, right? Mm-hmm. And I'm sure that these, whatever they are more advanced. So they might have been the first, the first life or whatever, the first things to spur out, and they're more advanced than us and more knowledgeable. And that they're out here, they're curious about us, they are. That there is something there. There definitely is.
What if it's the opposite though? What if we're more advanced and they're out there waiting? We're gonna be the.
Oh, we're definitely gonna be something for somebody else.
Yeah, well, yeah, we have to be the aliens, right?
Well, yeah, because I mean, there's a few theories, but I'm saying that you could. Puede haber que the same type of like life started on another planet, or if there's that, I think I mentioned it before. If there's the other theory. If the universe goes on forever, is it expanding and expanding, and it just goes on to infinity, at some point should repeat, way. Like our molecules, the way we're built, there's only so many sequences, which are probably like in the millions. But if you're talking about infinity and times the fucking like into like the higher powers of infinity, then at some point there's gonna be another Ramon.
It's a parallel universe, right?
No, well, the parallel universe is something separate. I'm just saying if the universe, let's say there's just one universe, and it ends up being that's infinite, like they say, like it never ends. Like you can get the fastest spaceship, whatever you can ever build, and just keep flying.
Yeah,
y nunca se acaba. Like you just keep going. At some point, yeah, like our DNA has millions or billions of ways that it could be put together.
Yeah,
but if you're talking about infinity at that level, at some point there will be another Ramon. A huevo.
Yeah. And that whole parallel thing is kind of fascinating too. That there's another Ramon right now somewhere as well. That
the same Ramon,
yeah, which is just crazy.
Have you? I told Fernie about it, but FX has a show called Devs, DEVS, and it kind of like has to do something along the lines with that, with the whole parallel universe, but it has more of
that one, yeah. It's hard to explain without giving away. Ramon's gonna end up spoiling it.
I know. So Fernie
killing it, bro.
Fernie kind of will keep an eye on it, but it's really interesting. It's like I was telling Fernie, it's the director and the writer of this show is the one that directed Ex Machina,
that's a good movie.
And 28 Days Later.
He wrote 28 Days Later.
He wrote 28 Days Later. And what was the other movie he did?
Is he like Latino? Is he a Latino?
No, Alex Garland.
Garland, no.
¿Cómo se llama?
Garland, yeah.
Yeah, Alexander Garland. Yeah, este cabrón, güey.
I thought he was from Argentina or some shit, no?
Oh, maybe. Yeah, because Argentinos tienen esos, maybe. English last names or...
Yeah. I was just looking it up. Yeah, maybe.
It could be him. But, oh my God, dude, this guy, I mean, I'm not too much familiar with new technology or new science, and I know they talk about quantum computers, right?
The quantum computer, yeah. That was,
and momentanism, or ¿cómo se llama?
Momentans?
No, what is it called?
No, he's English, right?
Yeah,
minimalism? No, not minimalism. Something about fuck, I can't even remember. Yeah, but they throw all these little things that like I'm not too aware, but it sounds interesting, and I'll have to pause it and look into it. Like, oh, okay, oh, that's what they mean. All right, fuck, and it's just really good, dude. It's got to do with AI. It's got to do with computers. There's like, a lot of fucking drama, and then it's kind of like policíaca. Like it's really good. I enjoyed it. It was like 8 episodes, right?
I think so. Yeah, I thought that was pretty good, way. I'm not gonna say it's fucking the greatest ever, but sí estuvo chido.
I like that.
It's worth a watch.
That stuff's interesting, man.
Yeah, because I just saw también like 2 smaller like sci-fi films. One of them también así que tipo, pues también, I don't know if you can. Well, it's a little sci-fi film. What was it called, way? Vast of Night, I think. Mm-hmm. And it's literally, these are like low budget films que hasta te dice, it's one of those films that you watch and it's really well made and you go, maybe I don't have those skills, but I could definitely get a fucking camcorder and do this shit. Like,
better.
No, not better, way. Like, I'm saying, you can see, like, both of them, you can tell the dudes had skill and they're good. Like, they have zero budget, but they're good because the people that made it kind of knew what they're doing. Although if they had a bigger budget, I don't know if it'd make it worse because, te pasas de verga sometimes if you have more money. But one of them is literally like a teenage girl and like a probably dude that's like higher teens maybe, in like the fucking 50s or something, and it's in black and whitish, and then it goes to color, and it's like really dumb, but it's like literally like them running around like a little pueblo trying to piece together this mystery. But that's all it is. The other one that I saw them, ¿cómo se llama? Se llama Cosmo or Cosmos?
Oh, Cosmos. I saw that. Yeah.
They're fucking, and it's literally 3 dudes, 3 scientists out in the middle of the night in a fucking Volvo, like fucking studying the.
That's a show or it's a real?
It's a movie.
Oh, okay.
The both of them are movies.
Oh.
One of them, the other one is an hour and like 30 minutes. I thought this Cosmos one was a little long for what it is, but I mean, that's just me. But it's literally 3 scientists, 3 astrologists sitting in a Volvo, like they go out, I guess they go out on, I don't know how often, like in a weekend or whatever. Se van and spend the night out in the fucking forest. One of them puts out his like a fancy telescope. El otro has like a listening thing to hear like the sound or whatever. And y otro way, ni me acuerdo qué chingazos. But it's literally 3 dudes in a Volvo, way, in the middle of the forest. And that's the whole fucking movie, way.
That's crazy.
Like at the end,
but it's entertaining.
At the end, it kind of ramps up a little bit more, pero they had no budget for locations, pues.
Yeah.
Even in the first one, you can tell like the cameras they weren't that great at night because you could see instead of it just being like black, it's like blotchy, pues. And that's a sign that the camera there wasn't enough light, so they didn't have a camera enough for the night. Aparte, they didn't have enough probably for like the big ass lights. You see, like when they're filming, they're filming a night scene and you see like a chingo of luces. Parece que es día. It's for the camera and the camera le ajustas para que se vea de noche. You can tell these guys didn't have the budget for that. They had a camera, and maybe a light para ponerle la cara a los vatos para que se vean. That's about it. And the other one I heard was made off on a camera that you can buy like for $500 now. Way.
Shit.
And they're for what they are. They're good. I thought they were really good. Way. I mean, in my opinion, pero.
I mean, they've been films recorded entirely on iPhones también, no?
Yeah. But like the one you were talking about, like the one you saw, the Soderbergh one, was that Soderbergh? Ese way, it's like a master filmmaker.
Which one was that?
The one with the girl, no? The crazy, I think that she's crazy, algo así.
Which one, bro?
Remember you saw it, I didn't see it, but where the girl, I think como yo lo entendí is that everybody, like, she's trying to tell people something or whatever, or something happened to her, or something's happened to her and they think she's crazy.
Fuck,
Isn't that The Invisible Man?
No, I don't know. He saw it.
I don't remember where.
I can't remember what it's called.
I don't remember.
He said it was pretty good, but I never got to it.
You know which one I just saw on Netflix? It's called I'm No Longer Here. It's a Mexican film. I don't know if you've seen the Los Estos en Monterrey. There was a trend where se llaman los colombianos. Cholombianos. And so it's about this guy that's got his little crew. He's this high schooler kid, 17 years old. Some shit happens that he ends up in New York City. Dude, it's like, it's a really good movie. Se me hizo un poco triste, but it's really good. And they do a good job of telling the story, It's one of those where it goes back and forth.
Yeah.
Present, past, and everything. And it's just like, fuck, dude. Está cabrona. It's a really good story. I really enjoyed it, but the music, bro. I don't know why. I like that fucking that cumbias, but with a little fucking, I don't know, modern twist to it. Like it's got that like that beat. You know?
Yeah.
And they do that a lot on this one.
Really?
And I noticed that because los de what is it, Control Machete, they did a like a cover con este Celso Piña song, Cumbia sobre el Río, and it has that like tum, tuku, tum, tuku, tum, but it's got a little extra to it.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
And they have a lot of that. And I'm like, dude, fucking the music, I'm digging it. And I was telling the mija, I'm like, I'm fucking digging the music. I'm even digging the way they're dressed and the way they're dancing. I'm like, fuck yeah. And sometimes when I would see the pictures that, you know, they had those cholombianos, I'm like, pinches datos ridículos. Pinches nacos. And then I start watching the movie, I'm like, hey, maybe I could pull it off, eh?
Nah, no moment.
Oh, shit.
They dance like a mosh pit.
Yeah, but it's like, you know, cumbia, like, and they're very, I'm like, no mames, güey.
Yeah, they got some cool moves, way.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
It was a good movie, man. I really dug it. The colors, like the clothes, you know, and then I don't know, this director, ¿cómo se llama? Se llamaba Fernando, and his last name. And his last name, I'm like, dude, that sounds like a fucking albur. What's the name of that fucking director? I gotta remember it now.
Oh shit, everybody's on their phones now.
No. Oh, fucking. I gotta fucking remember this guy's name because se llama.
I was trying to figure out that fucking iPhone movie, wait, but
It's not Tangerine?
Tangerine sounds familiar, wait, but I'm not sure, wait. It was like last year, no?
Fuck.
Probably.
I don't know, way.
I don't know.
Good
I don't know.
podcasting,
No, I don't remember the name.
But you know what, wait, nowadays, like, some equipment, like, they can get you.
Tangerine, I think.
It's Tangerine?
Well, that's one of them, wait.
Yeah, that one's on the iPhone. I think equipment now is so fucking accessible, way, as far as, like, to do something that's, like, kind of, like, not look all janky and shit. I feel like you could easily do it now, way. Or it's one of the best times to kind of do a movie or do anything creative, way, on a budget, way. I mean, look at what we're doing, way. We don't need a fucking whole production studio. This shit fits in a box.
Yeah, I think the problem is that, yeah, there's so much shit that make it hard to get out. Like these two movies, one of them I had heard about, and I think it was supposed to come out during the vast of night, I think it's called. I heard about it because it came out in one of like the film festivals, and everybody was like, "Oh shit, that chingona!" And I think it was supposed to come out like they're trying to do a limited release, and then pasó todo lo que pasó, way. And then one day this week I saw it fucking on Amazon. I was like, I think that's the one that fucking I was hearing about. I started watching it, way, and now it pointed me to that other one, the Cosmos, whatever. And I was like, oh shit! Sometimes you forget what you could do, like with fucking if you just have the motivation. No?
Oh, the talent también, no?
I think it's like a good song también, where it's not the equipment, it's the song. Like you can have a song that doesn't sound like professional, but if it's a song where it's got hooks, it's got good lyrics, I mean, essentially that's what you need. And I feel like with movies, if the story's great, I mean, I feel like you do what you can to do it with. But if the story kind of captivates you, then, because you remember when the movie Crash came out, I thought that was like, Jesus, dude, this is crazy. Nobody's ever done this from what I remember.
Well, the three stories into one.
It just kind of felt like it was different. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It felt like it was like a different way of doing. It's like it's an experience, and I think it's really cool. Like the other movie, I don't know if you guys saw the one that the Black Mirror movie where it was like
the interactive one.
Bandersnitch or Bandersnitch?
I think so.
I forgot about that one.
That one was crazy.
I haven't seen it yet,
dude. Because I was like, should I eat cereal right now? Yeah, okay, eat cereal. And then everything you would choose would somehow affect the movie. Like the way it was filmed is he's in a psychologist and he's sitting down and the psychologist is kind of asking him a question and you're the one that decides what the guy's gonna tell her, and then that changes the whole fucking story. Like, it was crazy, bro.
There's movies that change like everything, way, like the environment, like the which one was the Born Identity? Remember the first one?
Yeah.
Remember, if there was a clear distinction from action before that and action after, way. After that, everybody wanted to do that same movida where the action's going too fast and
like
you kind of
parkour kind of shit.
No, but like the like up close, like you're in the fight, like you see the fist flying, but you don't actually see both of them actually fine. Like it's so close that you feel like it's happening in front of you, and everything's blurry and everything's going like so fast. Everybody want that style because that was the first one that I remember. Como dices que did that, and you're like, oh shit!
Yeah.
Like you feel like you're there because it's not like you're watching it way de aquí al pinche chismeando way.
Yeah.
It felt like you're in the fucking room. Like, ay wait, pero what the fuck? Like the camera's moving around like it's in the room.
Yeah.
Like it's a person and you're, oh shit, like everything's happening in my face.
Yeah.
Igual remember cuando pegaron the Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon, and then we started getting flooded with those fucking Asian type of movies where everybody's like flying and doing crazy shit like that.
Yeah.
Or the Matrix, everybody started doing the slow motion shit.
Yeah. It's even like with documentaries, like, you know, I remember first when I would watch documentaries, the first time that this started happening is when they started doing like side shots that didn't make sense.
Oh shit.
Or like shots of like, oh, you could see the lights. And at first you were like, Jesus, what the fuck? But then it's like, okay, yeah, that looks cool.
Yeah.
Like that's part of a look. Like if somebody's talking, give them a side view. It doesn't always have to be in the front. And it's crazy when you could do that because, like you said, you develop like a style, right? That people want to copy. And it's like, okay, let's do it like that guy. And I think that's pretty cool that filmmakers can still, cinematographers or whoever you want to give the credit to, that they can still kind of push the envelope on things to like make it a little different, you know?
Well, I guess you gotta be creative now, no, too, to stand out.
You do have to be creative.
You gotta do something, maybe not different, pero porque, I mean, there's so many superhero movies you can watch, you know, that style. That's what I think, también make these two movies that I'm talking about stand out for me, way. They didn't need any flash. There's no flash. Like the only flash, there's like the first one has more camera moves también que they're like fancy camera moves. Yeah, so, pero también you can tell it's like super low budget. They're both like slow burn. There's not a fucking bunch of action going on. A veces it gets tense. One of them, sometimes the fucking conversation feels like it goes long, pero you appreciate que this is not like a Marvel movie where they threw fucking millions and millions of dollars at it. This is like, you can tell how cheap it was made and it still draws you in.
That's why sometimes I feel like the Texas Chainsaws of the world from the 70s, first Michael Myers, 78 or wherever it came out, I feel like those movies to me have more of an impact because they're movies that you can believe where they're not filled with fluff, even down to the soundtrack, where the Halloween soundtrack. It's so fucking simple, but it creates like, oh shit, like something's gonna happen. And the way that it's filmed, it's like, okay, this looks like it could happen. Where it's not like a big fucking Marvel movie where like, oh shit, this is crazy. Oh shit, what the fuck? These little movies that are made like that are like they feel more like shit. This can really happen, and I feel like that has an effect on people. Like remember when the Blair Witch came out too? I mean that movie. That movie also changed, like, is this real? I remember people saying, oh, yeah, this is real. And you're thinking, like, Jesus, this is fucking real? Like, and that was the marketing, the PR was great, because I remember we all ate it up. We're like, Jesus.
And after that one, all the fucking found footage films también blew up, remember? Yeah. Everybody wanted that style with running with the camera.
Look at Paranormal Activity, the same thing. It was done, the first one was done super low budget.
That's true, yeah.
And then here comes the second, the third. And then like fucking the possessed one.
The more money you get, sometimes it gets,
But the first one, dude, fucking creepy as fuck.
Yeah, it's a great movie.
But because también it was creative, también, the way they do this
Even
shit.
the Saw ones where like there was this.
The first one?
Yeah, the first one. I mean, it was like.
It was a good concept. It was good. But then, I don't know. I'm not into the torture films.
No?
No. I'm not into the torture films.
Only in the bedroom, he says.
I never said that,
sandpaper.
No, that's you. That's your move.
Just give me some sandpaper.
Give me grade 50, yo.
Give me some grade 50. Damn, bro.
That's some rough shit there.
That's something you're trying to scrape some of that rust off, bro.
Trying to take a little color off.
You gotta put in some work, bro. Keep it fresh.
Oh, man.
Tip top Magoo.
Shit.
Are you looking for the 220?
The 220, yeah. No, that one's sold out. We're pinches maniacos. I could have. I gotta go on Amazon.
You get the fucking the wet one. Way.
Yeah, you can't find the nitric gloves, the face mask, or the 220 sandpaper.
Yeah, it's crazy, bro. I mean, film. I'm starting to get more into film because of what I'm trying to get into. Where so I'm trying to watch more movies and watch more shows to see what is it that they want, and it's really interesting because you never really think about it, way. But music. I mean, I never thought about it, but music is really important to a fucking film, way.
It sets the mood.
And there's this. I think she's Chicana, way, or she looks Chicana, but I should know her name, way. But she's the one that does all the Quentin Tarantino movies, and that's her, way. I would always say, like,
what the sound?
She's a music supervisor for him. So I always thought, I think her name's Flores, something Flores. I always thought, I mean, yeah, Quentin has some say in it, but I always used to think, like, damn, fucking Quentin Tarantino movies are dope. I like the sound, but it's the music supervisor's job, way. She's the one that put all those movies together. She did all the classic Tarantino ones, something Flores, way. And it's very powerful, way, because a song can make or break a fucking scene, way. And then sometimes she says
Mari Ramos.
Ramos, there you go. Yeah, Mari Ramos. So she's the one that does all the Quentin Tarantino movies, way, all the music. She's the one. So if I want to get my song in a Quentin movie, I got to get her attention.
Oh shit!
That's the power that she has, way.
All right, so she's the one that picked the Neil Diamond's cover, "Girl, You'll Be a Woman Soon" in Pulp Fiction, which is a good one. That's when Mia May Wallace fucking ODs on fucking heroin. Jackie Brown, and then what else? She's done like 9 of the films. Mm-hmm. 9 of his films, she's picked the music.
So she doesn't do all of them, but she plays a big part.
Oh, Kill Bill. So so I'm kind of picking up a trend. She's the one that is using like all the, like in Kill Bill, La Santa Esmeralda. Don't let me be misunderstood.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. She talked about that. And so these people have like the power to be like, okay, yeah, this song is good, man. Let's put it in this movie. And it's crazy, bro, because like the ladies fucking, they rule that industry, way. The fucking ladies in the music supervisor world, dude, they're savages, bro. They do a lot, dude. And it was kind of refreshing to see where that there's an industry that, and you know what, you don't hear about this. See, that's the shit, where you don't really hear about shit like this, way, but there's a lot of fucking powerful ladies in that shit, dude. And they're doing Marvel films. They're doing all the big fucking movies. They could be working on 7 films at one time, way. This is how much music they need. And it's just trying to find them at the right time when they need it, you know? Mm-hmm. But she's pretty badass, way. She has a lot of respect in the industry.
Oh, shit.
Mari Ramos, hey, if you listen to Chicano Show, we'd love to have you on.
Yeah, that would be awesome.
Fuck, I'd love to talk to you about fucking...
She seems really nice. I mean, I've seen most of her interviews, way, because I kind of want to get into that world, way. So she seems like a really nice, down-to-earth person. She was an actress hanging out, and the Roth guy, what's his name?
Eli Roth?
Yeah, she met him first, and she was like, "Hey, I'm working with this guy. He kind of talks a lot. He's kind of crazy." Quentin Tarantino. You like music? Maybe you would be good to do that. And that's how she came in.
Wait a minute. So she met Eli Roth first?
Yeah, she was part of that because she was an actress, so she was part of that circle first, and then he introduced her to Quentin, and that's how she started working on his films.
Shit, I gotta listen to that, because if anything, if she was involved in Pulp Fiction, Pulp Fiction was before Eli Roth did his first film.
I don't know.
Because that was in '94.
I don't know.
And Eli Roth, I think, did Cabin Fever was, I think, his first break or his best.
That wasn't his first one, was it?
His first big break, I think.
I don't know if that was his first.
Cabin Fever.
No, I don't know. I don't think so. Wait.
No?
Cabin Fever?
Yeah, not the Cabin in the Woods. Cabin Fever. The one with the like there's something in the water.
Shit. Now that you put it that way, I don't know which one's which.
Yeah. So that's what I'm saying. But I like to listen to that interview and shit, because I'm like, oh, fucking shit, a Chicana.
Well, she does not all, but she's really like...
Yeah, because I know that for the Kill Bill, Mr. Quentin had the RZA from the Wu-Tang Clan. Mm-hmm. That they're the ones that did the whistle. Mm-hmm. And they also did the one with the high alert.
Yeah.
You know, whenever Beatrix Kiddo fucking gets all angry or something's gonna happen, or she has a flashback. Yeah, that one.
Yeah,
but I mean, he's talking about the music director, not the people making.
No. I know, but that's what I'm saying.
And she's a music supervisor.
Yeah,
music
supervisor. But I think also that the RZA on Kill Bill was involved with the music. I'm not saying that he was a director.
Saying,
well, the director has a say too, where they can say like, well, it's obviously their film, so they can say, I want this song. So what the music supervisor's job is, okay, you want the RZA, so she has to clear the song and has to negotiate everything so Quentin can have that song in his movie. And then their job is, so this is a little loophole that a lot of musicians don't even fucking consider, where because everybody wants to be the fucking Black Keys.
Everybody wants to sell out a stadium.
Everybody wants to sell out a stadium, but guess what? Not every fucking director or every movie person has a budget to get the Black Keys, but they can give you $3,000 for your song to be used once, and I'll take $3,000. I don't need fucking $100,000. So you become that. Okay, they want a Black Keys. I'm the guy. You don't have to pay them. You could pay me. And then that's how there's a big fucking market for this way. Because think of all the shows that you watch. Think of all the shows that are everywhere. There's music everywhere. There's shows everywhere.
Dude, I have a soundtrack for my life.
Yeah, I believe it. Way.
I have a soundtrack for my life. Like
you would be a good music supervisor because you know music and you love film.
Yeah.
And so you have to have like that ear, like, okay, I want this song there and this song would do great.
That's why I'm like, I wish we were like, we did films, like all of us, or like we were part of it. Like we're like, Fernie would do the directing or whatever. I'm like, hey, dude, let me handle the music. Mm-hmm. Let me handle the fucking music. Or handle the music and let me help you write shit out, you know?
Yeah.
I would love to do that, you know, but no, I'm not going to say I'm limiting myself or like I'm putting roadblocks or anything, but I'm not in the age in my life to be like that because that takes a lot of dedication. And that's where like your responsibilities have to be minimal where you're like able to go full out on this journey.
It's a lot of responsibility. Yeah. You have to take, cause you're like I told Fernando, you're working on 7 films at once cause you're a music supervisor for him. But then you could be a music supervisor for a show on HBO, and then you could also be a supervisor. So you're having to try to figure out how to score 7 movies, dude. So you always need good music. They're always looking for new music. They're always looking for musicians that are consistent and that they can clear the shit. Because what they don't want is let's say Fernando writes a song and he's like, yeah, I wrote it, and then they put it on the show, and then you're like, I wrote it too. So then it's such a small group that your reputation is fucking done.
Well, like I'm just saying to the listeners out there, if you're working on a movie and you need an original score made, hit up Esteban. If you need a music supervisor, hey, hit me up. You know, like you could get a 2-for-1 deal right here.
Yeah. Right away. Fernando, how with the editing?
Oh, that's right. And Fernando could do the editing.
Right,
Jesus Christ, way we can help any fucking buddy that's doing music, right, or a movie.
Yeah, we
got everything.
Now, well, we could actually, and if I might be able to help with producing, or how about set locations? You know, I'm sure you know a lot of places. Mm-hmm. Like, hey, man, this will be a good spot for this scene.
We got the keys to the city. We don't need permits for anything.
Yeah.
Don't worry, buddy.
We could go through the fucking National Guard right now.
Hey, no shit.
Don't worry, buddy. Don't worry. You don't need nothing here.
It's all right, bro. It's not gonna hurt anybody.
With the press.
Let's just keep it quick.
Yeah. You know, so fucking hey, hit us up, man. I'll pick out the music. Esteban will write it. Fernie will edit it. Sass. 3-for-1.
One-stop shop.
Yeah.
Right away.
Yeah.
Chicano Shuffle Productions in full effect.
Yeah, so we can fucking get some more shit going. Like we need more shit, huh?
I know, right? Like we don't have nothing going on in our lives that, you know, we need more. Fuck. And shit. Pero bueno, we call it?
Yeah, my bladder's about to fucking...
Yeah, yo tuve
I'm about to fucking...
Se va a tornar el boli.
Yeah, do a fucking squirt on this camera if we don't fucking...
we need a doggy pads, we.
Ya aflojó el JB Weld.
Just want to say thank you for tuning in. Thank you for listening. Thank you for watching. I know it's crazy out there, and hopefully, you know, we were able to distract you for a bit and, you know, give you a laugh or two in this times of need. Or dire times that we're going through. And don't forget to rate us, send us DMs, and, you know, check out our website, check out our merch, and, you know, share us with everybody, you know.
All right. Chido.
Peace.
A ratos with that, eh?
Órale, pues.